and seafood. Jefferson Highway across from Palermo Ristorante. Tell Leo that Kevin sent you. And don't forget, there ain't no cake in that crab cake. Come and see us.
This season, luxury takes the field. Genesis delivers a driving experience that's always in formation. Elegant, powerful, and ready to score. With bold design that breaks the huddle and interiors that feel like a private suite, every ride is a winning drive. Advanced tech calls the plays while performance responds like a pro in the pocket. No blitz, no noise, just smooth execution. Genesis, where refinement meets game day confidence. Visit Genesis of Baton Rouge on Airline at Pico or online at genesisofbatonrouge.com.
Hey, it's Gordy Rush, and we're excited to introduce Guaranteed Digital Media, your trusted partner in navigating the ever-evolving digital landscape. We offer a full suite of digital media services designed to help your business grow online. The digital world can be complex. Let the team you already know and trust guide you through it. Get a free website audit today. Visit GuaranteeMedia.com. GuaranteeMedia.com.
Looking to buy, build, or refinance a home? At GMFS Mortgage, we make it easy because we're local. Our underwriting and processing happens right here in the Baton Rouge office. That means faster approvals, smoother closings, and real people who understand your needs. For over 26 years, we've helped our neighbors in Louisiana achieve the dream of home ownership. Visit GMFSmortgage.com to get started today. We are GMFS Mortgage, your local lender. GMFS.
NMLS number 64997 is an equal housing lender. Mortgages originated at 7389 Florida Boulevard, Suite 200A, Baton Rouge, Louisiana 70806.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service.
Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. With 5 new brands and a huge selection of certified and pre-owned vehicles to shop on one lot, we're sure to have the right ride for you.
Shop BayouFord.com and BayouCDJR.com or come see us just off I-10 in LaPlace. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Hey, Eddie Kennison here. As a former Tiger and pro athlete, strength, energy, and performance are still important to me. That's why when I felt my strength slipping, I turned to Rejuvamine Medical. Check your testosterone today at RejuvaMineMedical.com. That's REJUVIME Medical.com.
Insurance companies have teams of professionals to fight your claim. If you want to know what your case is really worth, I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Tuesday, September 16th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 91. In hour one of today's show, we'll recap the Monday Night Football doubleheader. We'll talk about some injury news surrounding the LSU Tigers as well. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench starts now.
Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester,
Yep, got it, 5 out of 5!
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone goal!
Live from downtown Baton Rouge, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Yo! 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 Welcome in, OTB, here on this Tuesday morning. Jake Flynn, Alondra Tate, all here with you. After a long Monday Night Football evening, we are back here with a couple dubs, though.
Yeah, we are. Big
Bucks
day
and
for the Foxhole.
Bucks
Big
and
day.
bolts. Tay, how'd it feel? First time out, rooting for your new squad.
What a game, right?
What a game.
They made it a game. Tried to give that thing away. But really, really fun. Really fun fourth quarter.
So your first week as a fan of the Bucks, like how was your fandom? Are you still getting used to it? Did you cheer for the wrong team a couple of times? Like
I did.
You
I
did?
cheered for, no, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
No, it was fine. I mean, again,
It's fine.
kind of
Weird.
It wasn't new, I guess I should say. Like I've always kind of cheered for them in the background, the last couple of years. So it wasn't anything.
It was like it was your side piece.
Yeah, they
Wow.
were the side piece. Now it's official. It's
Piece of
pretty
what?
simple.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Piece of
It
Baker.
was a fun game.
I enjoyed watching that game because Baker is an animal. Playing so well, but he's just so funny to watch. Like,
Yeah.
he's got this attitude, got a chip on his shoulder. He scrambles late in the game and gets hurt, falls on his knee, and it looks like he's hurting his knee. But then, I don't think he had time in his brain to even be hurt because he realized he had to get up and start talking trash.
Right.
He's like, wait a minute, I got to talk trash. And so he got up and
Probably
started talking.
realized who it was too. He's like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah,
no
it was
way.
Chauncey Gardner. I was like standing over him. I could just
true.
hear Chauncey just saying calling him names, like get up off the ground.
It's funny that happened
You
to him
little
a few
baby.
times. Yeah, because I think he originally hurt the knee on a sack in the first half.
Yeah, and that one
That same
looked
knee.
like that was a little bit more like, yeah, okay, I can see your knee getting hurt there.
Right.
But yeah, he was like, wait a minute, I can't be hurt. I don't have time for this. I got to talk trash. And he got up and he did. He did just that.
So they win 20-19 over the Texans. How'd Huck take it? Did you watch the game?
Yeah, he did. He wasn't thrilled, but he also, no, he was actually upset. I was trying to think about because he watched. I let him watch a little bit of the second game too. School night. Whoopsies.
I let my oldest watch all of it. Oopsies.
Whoopsies. So he was, he was pretty upset. He was cheering pretty hard.
Well, I thought they were going to explode a year and a half ago.
Yep.
Actually, I went to the playoff game where they beat the hell out of the Chargers. I don't know. There's something a little off about the old Texans. I know Joe Mixon not being there.
Me and Matt were talking about it before the game. I'm not saying they're bad, but when that game ended, I was like, why are the Texans not better?
Yeah.
I looked at their pass rush. You got Anderson and Danielle Hunter. You have Stingley, Jalen Petrie. The defense is great. You have Stroud. You have all these weapons. Why aren't they better? They're not a bad team. D'Amico Ryans has won 10 games back-to-back years.
Yeah.
But there's something missing, and
There's
I
just
don't really
something.
know what it is.
They're kind of I don't want to say this, but they're kind of like the Chargers have been, right? They've
Whoa.
been extremely talented. Hey, great. They're
Whoa.
a lot of positive energy coming at you today.
Whoa.
So relax. I'm just saying they have a really good defense.
Packers get one elite pass rusher.
Woo. The Texans have a really good defense. They got this guy C.J. Stroud, who everybody is high on, who's a really good player. But there's just something about him right now. I don't know. They got to find their stride. But they're young. They're talented. Nico Collins is a great player. I agree with you, though, Taylor. Why aren't they better? And I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. No idea. But I tell you what, Baker's a competitor. And who is a good team? Your Chargers.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that.
They are good. They are pretty good. Look, I don't know. I hadn't watched every game. I'm about ready to crown Derwin James Jr. the best safety in the league.
There's only been 2 games. You're saying the totality
The totality of the NFL. I'm saying I think he's got to be the best safety in the NFL right now.
He's playing pretty well.
Good Lord.
I can't think of.
I mean, that guy
better.
was all over the place, from rushing the passer to knocking big plays, knocking the ball down on big plays down a distance. The guy was all over the place. He's fun to watch.
Yeah, he is. And knock on wood, because y'all have been with me long enough. I think the Chargers are really good.
You're hesitant to say it. You're like, oh.
I think they're really good. Herbert looks different. He looks fully healthy for the first time in a long time. Receivers look great. Ladarius out there still making plays.
Ladarius is pretty good.
Keenan Allen back gives you another safety blanket. They're not very dynamic at tight end. That worries you a little bit. But
who's your other receiver? Blanking on his name.
Quentin Johnson?
Quentin Johnson.
Turns out he can catch.
Turns out he can.
That's 2 games in a row.
I'm sitting on a pretty good Quentin Johnson card, too.
There you go. That's how we view
Not
the
a big
landscape
deal.
of the NFL.
That's how I view, like, if people are good or not. Like, I know C.J. Stroud's good because his card market is pretty up there.
That's true.
So, like, yeah, he's got to be good, right?
It's fair.
Card people know.
It is fair.
It's like Vegas.
And I know we're bouncing back and forth between the two games. Chargers did beat the Raiders 20-9.
That's my bad.
No, it's good. But to make it relevant to what we talk about every single day, Bucs and Falcons look pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do.
Now, the Panthers look like some hot garbage. Sorry, Memphis, if you're already in the car listening.
Golly, they're bad. Bad.
So you're not the worst, but I think the South looks better than people were giving it credit for coming into the season. And I'd include the Saints in that growth, in that development, but the Bucs look good. The Falcons look good against the Vikings, kind of winning an ugly game where you don't score a lot of points and your defense comes up and you've been so bad getting after the quarterback, and then all of a sudden you use 2 first-round picks, and hey, guess what? You spend draft capital on edge rushers, you might be better getting after the quarterback.
Yeah, it turns out if you pay really good players, your team gets better.
Yeah.
Just funny how that works.
I don't believe that.
Well, you've never seen it. You don't understand it.
The Cowboys pay people, just not Micah Parsons.
Hey, they got Jadeveon Clowney, guys. It's fun.
They paid a guard $90 million.
They paid a tight end.
They did. No, to your point, though.
To troll Micah.
Like the Panthers and the Saints, at least first 2 weeks, like they're not getting blown out. Like the win-loss record at the end of the year may not look great, but they're tough outs.
You talking about the Panthers?
Yeah.
From Carolina?
Yeah. I mean, they lost by, 4 or 5 on Sunday? Like, they're a tough out. And then when you look at the Bucs, like a lot of people, like, my buddy of mine was texting me last night saying, hey, why'd the Bucs offense stall out after the first 2 drives? They were down 3 offensive linemen. After the second possession, Luke Gedeke went down, who probably shouldn't have played anyways. Like, that game's probably different if he doesn't go down. And then the Falcons, I mean, they're getting better and better. It's a pretty good division.
I mean, you should be a tough out if you're an NFL football team, right? You should be. But I agree, the NFC South was not very well thought of except for the Buccaneers. But
yeah,
I think
remember, the ESPN roster ranking, it had like the Bucs at like 11, and then the Falcons were like 24.
Yep.
The Panthers were 29-30, and the Saints were 32.
Yep.
It's much better than that.
It is much better because the NFC South has 2 real teams.
Yeah.
2 real teams this year. The Falcons are going to be real. We've said it here. Michael Penix Jr. is going to be a problem in that division. He's going to be one of these guys that I believe is going to get better and better and better. And they're going to be able to build that team on a rookie quarterback contract for a couple years, which is a huge deal.
Yeah.
But, now you got the resurgence of our guy Kyle Pitts.
Although you are paying Kirk Cousins. So actually kind of like cancel each other out.
Yeah. I'm not going to psycho out enough to know what those, like, Kirk Cousins' dead cap space is or whatever it is.
Well, it's still alive because he's on the team.
He's still on the team, I guess.
You got a uniform and everything.
How would you feel about that if he was still on the team?
How would you feel if you're Kirk Cousins going back to a place where you were kind of a star and you're a backup?
Yeah.
Like you did going to Minnesota.
Yeah. After,
this week.
Publicly kind of tarnishing that organization on the Netflix documentary.
Yeah.
I don't know. Kind of weird. I bet there was a player-only meeting about it. Oh, did you hear it? Well, we forgot to talk about it. I think last week the Dolphins had a player-only meeting after week 1.
After week 1?
After week 1, player-only meeting. Good for them. He's got to take control. You got to take control of the narrative.
I wonder how much of the message changed from the last day of the preseason to the first day of the second week
Monday
of the season. How different is that message?
Hey, guys, we suck. So let's get the coaches out of here.
Yeah.
Who do you think talks in that meeting?
For the Dolphins?
For the Dolphins.
Ooh.
Tyreek Hill. For better or worse.
Probably.
I mean, Jalen Waddle's quiet. Tua's quiet.
Tua probably talks, but it's probably boring.
Right.
Like
Tyreek might be the guy.
Huh?
It probably doesn't make sense.
Because of all the brain bruises?
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, I get it. You're probably right.
Probably not.
Yeah, player-only meeting after week 1.
It didn't help.
Yeah, they lost in heartbreaking fashion.
Did you hear Mike McDaniel's postgame on Sunday?
I saw a clip. I don't remember what
He basically said, like, well, I mean, in football, you either win the game or lose the game, and we lost the game.
Facts.
I mean,
That's a true fact.
I was like, I mean, I
He's
can't
not wrong.
really fact check you. I
Not
thought
wrong.
you would have a better answer.
That's where you made a mistake, thinking he would have a better answer.
Yeah.
Good point. That little shtick
I do
is,
like him. Like,
I don't at all.
why?
I don't know. He always had this little shtick of like, I'm too cool to care type of thing, but he was also nerdy at the same time. Just never
You'd
gonna
rather
work.
be a little bit more like Bear Bryant.
Right.
Smart.
Bear Bryant. Oh, I don't know how long old Mike's going to be coaching if they keep losing games like that.
Yeah, no, he'll be the OC for the Lions next year for sure.
It makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Makes a lot of sense, actually.
Since we're jumping around like to every NFL team in this first segment,
of the 32, we've hit 26 of them.
I might as well bring up the Panthers again and talk about. Taylor brought this to my attention yesterday. Thank you for that fact check. One of my big bold predictions for the season was Panthers receiver Xavier Legette was going to get 1,000+ receiving yards this year.
Yeah, did we have an update on that?
We got a little update. He's gonna pop off this year because Bryce Young he finished the season strong last year. Their offense looked dynamic. They get rid of Thielen, who was because they have all this young talent. They got a first-round receiver that's going to take some of the pressure off Xavier Legette. He's going to really pop this year. And, we got a lot of time left. There's a lot of season left. 16 games. But the first week, not great. What do we have? 10 yards receiving first?
Yeah.
Taylor, how many receiving yards did he have week 2?
He had -2.
Okay.
So now he has a 992.
So I went into the week 2. He needed 990 for me to put that turnover chain on. This week, we're going into week 3. We need 992. Got it. Hey.
How you feeling?
Feeling not bad. Not bad. It's a long season. 17 games. That means there's 15 games left.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, plenty of people have gotten 1,000 yards in 15 games.
Yep.
Plenty of people.
I will say he set a record.
Like, Jerry Rice probably.
Yeah, probably like Tim Brown.
Yep.
Randy
He set
Moss.
a record?
Yeah, he set a record. Most targets in a game with negative receiving yards. 8 targets was good for -2 yards.
That is remarkable.
That's remarkable. Pretty good. That really brought down Bryce's yards per attempt.
Yeah.
Wonder what that is for the season.
You know what?
Can't be good.
All Saints fans everywhere should feel thankful for the Carolina Panthers. They're not the worst.
They're not. Well, we'll see.
I don't think they are.
We're going to find out. What was the score against Arizona for the Saints?
2013.
Yeah.
So they lost by 7.
Yep.
The Panthers lost to the Cardinals by 5.
All right, we're not doing that this morning. We are not starting it off like that. We'll take a break. Unfortunately, we do have like an injury to LSU's quarterback that we didn't really know about, that I got to ask you about, because I don't know what it's like throwing the football with an injury, and you probably do. So we're going to ask you about that. When we come back, we're going to get the show started. OTB, stay locked in.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org, centralplumbing.org, 225-925-8552. Not only in Central, of course, in the greater Baton Rouge area, we are talking to you, not only in emergencies. Now, if you have an emergency, 24/7, 365 weekend, game day, holiday, they can help you out. But if you're looking to upgrade at your home, at your business, they can certainly come in and take care of any of your needs. That's big, small, everywhere in between, even if it's just a vanity, or if it's, hey, I own a business and I need 4 restrooms completely upgraded. Whatever it is, they got you covered. Go to the website today, centralplumbing.org.
That's right. The Payne family, they've been doing it a long time over there in Central Plumbing right there. They service all of the greater Baton Rouge area. So if you have a problem, if you're having work done, if you're having a little project, building a house, renovating, whatever it is, and 24/7 emergency service. So no matter the time, no matter the day, no matter what's happening, if you have a problem, they will come solve it. CentralPlumbing.org.
At Auctioneer, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered.
To legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here on this Tuesday morning. We talked so much about the knee injury that really wasn't a big deal in training camp for Garrett Nussmeier. You know,
you talking about when his leg fell off?
When the leg fell off. And everybody was panicking, and you had like a minor.
Did great.
They did great. You had a minor sprain there. And we've seen, a knee sleeve here and there still, like sometimes at practice or whatever, from some of the photos that we've seen them put out. So we've known like that's been a part of the first couple of games for Garrett Nussmeier. But it turns out, Brian Kelly said yesterday that he's been nursing a torso injury. And Tay, do we have that sound? All right, let's go ahead and play. Here is Brian Kelly talking about Nussmeier and this injury that we didn't really know he had.
I'll be honest, and I wasn't going to get into this, but with you guys, I will. You know, he's been slowed a little bit with a torso injury, and he's fighting through it, and he's getting better, and he's not going to be able to really shut it down until we get to the bye week. And I'm not saying that has had any of his troubles. I think he is a symptom of what I just answered from Wilson in that, you know, we're not ripping it, you know, on fourth down. You know, we're taking some plays away from him as well. And he's done a really good job. I think he managed the run game as well as he has all year. We got to let him get the ball out to the playmakers. That would be more of what has to happen. And then we've got to keep him healthy.
All right. I'll throw it to our quarterback because, well, I've never thrown a football with a torso injury. And I've never throwing a football in a game, and that feels like a body part that it is not ideal to be able to let it rip if you have any kind of torso, abdomen, I don't know.
Yeah, well,
depending on where it's at.
Yeah, it kind of depends on what it. I mean, I guess it doesn't. It does depend on where it is, but like a torso injury is a torso injury. It's got to be some sort of ab muscle pull, or some sort of muscle pull. I don't know what other injury it could be.
Yeah.
Which is highly effective.
Like sports hernia, maybe we consider torso.
That would be a little bit more serious, though. Don't
Yeah.
you think? That's. I mean, I'm assuming there's probably grades, but I'm assuming there's
We'll
some
learn
sort.
that,
I know
yeah.
there's surgery when it's like a sports hernia situation, but it's got to be some sort of muscle pull or aggravation or something. But I can tell you the way. If you have a powerful arm, like all throwers, all swingers, all kickers, your power comes from your rotation, right? It doesn't come from big, strong arm. It comes from how your timing of the rotation of your hips and your lower body, and then can you time up your arm and sync it up with that? But you know, the harder you throw it, the more torque is produced with your hips and the rotation.
Yeah.
So you spin harder. And when I mean spin, you spin your hips harder, the harder you hit it. That's why like a golfer that is, 5'6", $125 can hit it farther than the strongest guy in the world because they create speed. So the faster you spin, the faster you can move your arm, the faster, the better leverage, and the faster the ball speed.
Yeah.
So of course that's going to make a big difference. And Garrett is so talented with his arm. We've seen it for 2 years now in real action, starting last year, then the year before that, and some backup duties, and we saw it in the bowl game versus Wisconsin. Like, we know he can make all the throws. So when I look back on games, when I look back at Louisiana Tech early on and he throws a deep ball that's 10 yards behind the receiver, you start putting the pieces together. Now that Brian Kelly says this, you start looking at the evidence on the field, and it makes sense, right? It makes sense that he hasn't been able to make all the throws, especially when when everything's not perfect. So when everything's not perfect, like if your feet are right under you, like you're warming up, the pocket's clean, everything is perfect, it's easy to, keep your shoulder closed. It's easy to kind of protect that, what's painful. But when your feet get out of whack, when you're having to move in the pocket, move around, and your feet, like, you still have to create torque in different ways. You still have to create torque, but like, let's just say, if you know how you normally throw, like you stand up and your feet are parallel, your shoulders point at your target, your foot, you step perfectly. But let's just say your feet are spread out.
Yeah.
And they're not. They're both of your feet are pointing at the target. So then you got to really close your left shoulder down. Now you got to create a lot of torque. And so when that happens, I can see how a torso injury would be very effective. And I think we saw that in the deep ball. And we've seen that. He hadn't, he's looking good at times, but he's making some throws. They're a little bit uncharacteristic to what we've seen. And like if he was a brand new starter, you wouldn't be able to have those tells, but we've seen him make every single throw consistently on the football field. So, he's not wincing though. He's not like, it can't be so bad that ibuprofen's not helping it. But I think it's when
you think ibuprofen's the strongest thing.
Real high powered. But I don't know. I mean, it's just my curiosity is,
well, there has been something that has been a little off. and we've
I
talked
just thought
about
it was kind of footwork mechanical. Like he's just
Right.
off mechanically a little bit. He's been off his platform from his lower body. So it makes sense, though, from what I've noticed, that it would be kind of protecting a little bit of an injury.
So later on in the show, I'll pull up, I have the passing chart and kind of where he's thrown every football, how far it's traveled, and you can kind of see what we're talking about. And look, you've noticed, I mean, look, y'all are football fans. Y'all have watched a lot of football. Like, you realize that the ball hasn't been pushed down the field a ton. I like the Louisiana Tech throw is like really the one that I can think of in 3 games where it's like, hey, let her rip, go out there and see how far you can throw it.
Yep.
I don't remember seeing another one. It's not to say you hadn't thrown like, you know, a deep dig route. You've certainly done that. I believe you hit a corner route early, not the last game, earlier in the season. But when you look at the passing chart and you look at the passing map, there hasn't been a ton of pushing the ball down the field. And certainly like your deeper throws have actually been over the middle and haven't been towards the sideline between, you know, the numbers and the sideline.
Yeah,
which is going to be a farther throw.
And deeper throws over the middle are, you got to think about it. It's kind of, as I'm talking, everything is like perfect. Like your feet are perfectly in line, your shoulders perfectly in line. Now, when you start throwing to the sideline, so I would think if you go back with a torso injury for a right-handed quarterback, throwing to the left is going to stress your a torso injury out.
Yeah.
Because kind of what I'm talking about. If your feet are at a weird angle, as a right-handed quarterback, you really have to torque your left shoulder when you're rolling to your left to close down. Now, if you're rolling to your right, everything's kind of perfect.
Yeah.
So I would think that would create a little bit less stress, less pain in his throw motion. But running to his left, I would imagine he's got a little less zip, a little less juice, a little less accuracy to that.
All right. So with all that being said, and again, we don't specifically know what the injury is, just a torso injury, but really honestly, no matter what it is, that is going to be something that affects you throwing the football certainly down the field. Well, what does that mean for the next couple of weeks? We'll take a look.
Fullback.
Oh, whoa. Don't tempt me with a good time here, bud.
Let's do it.
Don't tempt me with a good time. I mean, hey, it's how you closed out last game. But let's take a look at the next couple of weeks, okay? Because Brian Kelly, you heard him there say we can't really shut it down until the bye week. Well, you have an opportunity this week with an FCS opponent coming to town. What does the game plan for Garrett Nussmeier look like? We'll break it all down when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to RussellPools.com. That's a website for Russell Pool Company. One of the cool things about the homepage of their website is going to continue to show you a pool and show you a pool and show you a pool. And the best part about it, it's all going to be different. It's going to be probably one of the most custom pools you've seen every single time, no matter which pool is on the ticker there. No kidney shape, but hey, if you're into that, they can do that. If you're into just like a straight rectangle pool, right, they can do that as well. But as you see on the homepage, I mean, they can customize your pool. They are truly like that one-stop shop. They are there from the beginning to the end, and then even after the end, when they get done with your pool, they're there for your maintenance as well. Go check them out, RussellPools.com.
That's right. They can customize anything you can dream of. So if it's a lazy river, if it's a grotto, an infinity edge, can I get a hot tub? Whatever it is, whatever that dream is, give them a call. Let them take your project from a dream in your brain to actual reality right there, RussellPools.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioneer Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief: our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories,
And get this thing started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
All right, go to GoFlowIV.com. You see the number behind me, 225-953-8150. Give them a call as well because, well, you always need to be hydrated. And it was hot this weekend on Saturday, walking around campus. So go ahead, be proactive, be hydrated, not just for the weekend, but for the entire week. And then look at maybe you stayed up late watching your favorite NFL team and you got to wake up and do a morning show the next day. Maybe you can go there afterwards and get a little energy, a little boost, if you will, Flynn.
A little boost of vitamins? Yes. Like, because you get vitamized, you put that in vitamins right into the IV fluid and just inject it straight into you.
Yep.
And it's immediate.
Yep.
And holy humidity out there this morning. I had my windshield wipers on like it was raining. It was so humid. It kept fogging up. Did y'all have that problem too?
A little bit.
So go get hydrated. Get vitamized right there on Jefferson Highway near Bocage. GoFlow IV.
All right, so we mentioned the Garrett Nussmeier injury, and Brian Kelly said he's dealing with a little bit of a torso and talked about what it possibly could be. But no matter what it is, it certainly is something that is going to affect the way you throw the football. And Brian Kelly said, he's like, look, that's not the only reason. There's a couple things that we need to do better. And they have Southeastern Louisiana coming up, the Fighting Tay-Tays coming up this weekend inside of Tiger Stadium. And Flynn, I'm going to throw this one to you before we show the passing map that we talked about in the last segment, all right? Now, you are 3-0. You're the number 3 team in the country. You start SEC play back again next week against Ole Miss on the road. What do you do if you're the head coach with Garrett Nussmeier this week? Again, you're somebody that's been in this situation. You had to miss Middle Tennessee State our senior year because you weren't ready to go and you needed some rest.
If it's really a problem, which if you're trying to read the tea leaves and go back and overanalyze the first 3 weeks, you could make the argument that it has affected the game plan, potentially. This is all potential. I have no idea, but if it has affected the game plan to the point to which your offense is running at half the capacity it was last year, which is kind of the truth up to this point, then I would sit him. There's no point in playing him one quarter. What's that do? He's still got to practice and throw every single day.
Right.
What's that do? It doesn't do anything. So you either rest him the entire week or you go out there and if you decide to play him, it's not like you're going to play him for one quarter. You just play him at that point until he comes out naturally throughout the progression of the game if you get up big, which you should. But if you can't beat Southeastern without Garrett Nussmeier, then what are we doing?
Yeah.
So,
and I look, hate to talk bad about any team,
no,
but to your point,
it's just a different game.
Right. There's some opponents that are from the G6.
We love you, Southeast.
That you do have
Very
to
hydrated.
You do
Love
have,
you. So
you
much.
do have to worry about. But you're right. Like, you have a backup quarterback that has multiple games of SEC starting experience. So if
Sure.
that is an option, if it is something where the severity of what you're talking about, then that's a decision you have to make.
Well, we used to say, what did Stacey Searles used to say at offensive
Oh,
line?
Lord, I'm nervous.
When we played Mississippi State, and during the week, he was like, we're playing Mississippi State. You are playing all the guys that LSU didn't offer scholarships to. So, like, this year, your backup quarterback at LSU.
Stacey Searles.
Your backup quarterback at LSU, like, I'm sorry, like, it's just a different level of college. Obviously, we all know this. We're not speaking foreign. Southeastern knows this. Like, they didn't get a scholarship offer from Southeastern because Southeastern knew that they wouldn't go there, right? So, like, the backup quarterback at LSU should be able to go in there and play ball. So, if it has affected, which, if you, like, again, looking back at the game, looking back at the tape, looking back at the stats and the passing chart, it's like you can make the argument that something has been off and the game plan has been tailored around that. We talk about all these passes behind the line of scrimmage, all these screen plays, everything that we're doing. The question can be posed. We'll never get the answer. We won't know this. But Taylor, do you have my computer pulled up? Go ahead and show that. We got the passing chart pulled up here, and we're going to kind of show you exactly what is happening with.
And, I mean, just so you know, although, like, in this conversation, it doesn't really matter too much, the green dots are completed, the blue dots are touchdowns, the yellow dots are incomplete, and kind of the maroon ones are interceptions, and the purple is pick sixes.
Yeah, so,
but
like,
you don't have any of those.
You're going to see here, it looks like, there's just spots and freckles everywhere on this screen. But if you start looking closely at everything, the one that is crazy to me is the behind the line of scrimmage. So the behind the line of scrimmage, there's 24. So 116 pass attempts total. All right, so 24 of them are behind the line of scrimmage. 29 passes are within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. So that's a total of nearly 46% of your passes are 5 or less. So nearly about 20% of your passes, a little bit more than 20% of your passes are going behind the line of scrimmage. Which, can you make that argument of, in this offense with dynamic receivers, with a quarterback who has aired the ball out day in, week out last year, thrown for 1 billion yards in his first ever start in a bowl game versus Wisconsin, like, can we sit there and say that they're not game planning around some sort of injury where he can't create the torque that he really wants? Like, he can.
Yeah.
But if you're throwing through pain, especially down the field, throwing it hard, you're going to be less accurate.
Yeah.
It's just impossible. You're going to make some accurate throws. It's kind of like a quarterback with bad mechanics can make good throws, but he's not going to do it at a consistent level that you need to do to be at, to play at a high level for a consistent amount of time. So, yeah, you can show clips. Well, look at this, though, by Garrett. Well, that's great. Well, yeah, it doesn't mean, like, every throw is going to be like that. If he's wincing through it, if he has pain creating that torque and throwing it down the field, he might make 1, 2, 3 good throws.
Yeah.
But he's going to make a throw that is not good. He might make 2 throws that are not good, 3 throws that are not good. Like, it's not going to be as consistent as you want. So, I think based on that passing chart, like, it doesn't look too dissimilar. There's always going to be more passes short.
Yeah, right.
But this is a little
his
bit.
6 longest throws so far are 26, 28, actually 26-3 at 28 yards, a 32-yarder, and then a 34-yarder airtime. 34 yards is the longest so far down the field.
And that 34-yarder, so 34 is not that far.
Right, and that was the one that was intercepted.
And that was the one that was intercepted, and he threw it about 10 yards behind the guy.
Yeah.
So his furthest air throw this season was 34 yards, and it was about 10 yards behind the guy. So, like, there's an argument there to be made that this has affected the game plan. Well, I think there is one throw that's about 45 yards. Right at the top. Tip top.
I don't even remember that. To your point, that's not even one that I sat there and remember. I don't even recall.
Yep.
That
beside the interception, there's only one other throw that's past 30 yards in the air.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But again, to our point, pepper in the middle of the field. In that intermediate range, that 10 to 20-yard range. I see Aaron Anderson dots all over this place.
And I'm looking. So I went back and I looked at last year's complete totality of the chart, and the middle of the football field kind of looks like a Christmas tree at 40 plus yards, where you don't see a single dot on there this year.
Mm-hmm. And you can't credit the defenses for all of that.
Right.
Like we talked about it with, when teams play over the top, they play a big shell coverage. You take what you can get. We watched it. That's not what this is. There's a lot of it. Of course, you're going to hit a lot of checkdowns. A lot of great quarterbacks, a lot of Hall of Fame quarterbacks made their career on hitting the check down.
Yeah.
And checking it down, getting guys in space. So that's going to be there. That should be a part of every good quarterback.
Yeah, this isn't even necessarily we're not sitting here talking about you have to.
No,
every single, but it's just showing you they have not.
Right.
And you pair that with hearing that maybe there's a torso injury. It's like, okay, well, do they have the ability to do so? Now, look, coverage is going to dictate a lot of that too. Like last week, Florida's like, hey, we're going to play 2 high safeties, and we're not going to allow you to throw it over the top.
1 out of 5
And we don't think you can run it either, so we're going to keep 2 high safeties.
20.68%. So just over 1 out of every time, at 5 times, Garrett moves his right arm, and that ball comes out of his hand. It's going behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. So certainly something to pay attention to. We'll see what happens this week.
We'll see. We might have just overanalyzed something that's nothing.
We might have.
No idea.
But it's not an injury that we knew before, and you're wondering, okay, this does look a little bit different. The chart, before I even pulled it up, I kind of had an idea of what it was going to be, but even those numbers that you gave are a little bit higher than I even thought.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a high percentage of the time. Then when you go back and you look at what last year's chart was as far as deep shots over the middle of the field, now look, you're 3 games in, that could change, but you had multiple big plays, big shots in the middle of the football field, 40-plus yards in the air, and you have yet to have one of those this year.
Yeah, looking at that chart, it was kind of shocking to me how few dots were past 30 air yards. Crazy.
All right, we will step away, continue breaking down LSU. Of course, we'll get into some Saints talk as well. We got our guy Nick Underhill joining us a little bit later on. He's going to have to say something nice about Spencer Rattler. All of that
tough for him
when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Go to PelicanRoof.com. That's a website for our guys over at Pelican Roofing. A couple of great things there on the homepage of the website. First off, you can see the 5-star reviews from Yelp and Facebook and Google. The internet hates everything and loves Pelican Roofing. You can also get an instant quote right there on the website, top right corner. Click on that, type in your address, your home, your business, and it gives you a great idea of what that roof would cost you. Also, they've got financing options right there on the homepage of the website because, look, it's a big expense, and they are here to help you. Go to the website today, pelicanroof.com.
That's right. When it comes to getting a new roof, I don't know if I can. I don't know if you can, but I know that Pelican can. So they are the most trusted roofing company in Louisiana. Offices in Lafayette, offices in Baton Rouge. And when you sign up to do a project with them, they're going to dedicate a project manager just specifically to your job. So you don't have to worry about anything else except for making sure your roof is done the best, making sure it's done the right way. So give them a call. Go see them, pelicanroof.com.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app.
...2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back into OTB. I want to remind you about our friends over at K2Z, K2ZBlinds.com. K2Z Interiors and Outdoor Living since 2004. Go to the website today. Find that contact information, top right corner in Baton Rouge, in Lafayette. On the North Shore, they are there for you. And also, look, if you're in Alexandria listening to us, they certainly have gone into the 318 and helped out a lot of people. Certainly people I know. They've helped out my dad all the way up in Shreveport. So just give them a call. Tell them what you're looking for. Chances are they're going to be able to help you out throughout the state of Louisiana. KTOZBlinds.com. All right, so one of the things surrounding the passing game that I feel like is just like an easy take is the offensive line, which is just not factual in the passing game. In the run game, and I don't know if this was on air or off air yesterday, Flynn, you were talking about it, and you're right. Like, it's robotic.
Yep.
This is my guy. This is my assignment.
Yeah, too worried about their technique. Oh, coach told me I gotta put presence on him for two count.
Yeah. Even when you don't have to have hand presence.
Yeah, even when the leverage of the defensive tackle doesn't tell you.
Yes. So that part of it, we could sit there, we could watch tape, and I would agree with you probably. It's not even a talent thing. I think it's just like trying to be perfect too much. And sometimes in the run game, not even sometimes, most of the time, that can get you in trouble. But to just throw a blanket on offensive line, here's your starting grades for your offensive line in pass protection. And also, like, your eyes should have told you, like, that was a real clean pocket. You gave up no sacks to Florida. They had 7 against you a year ago. You gave up 0. Your starting center, Braylon Moore, 87.9. This is on the season, by the way. This isn't just one game. Paul Mubinga, your left guard, 83.3. Josh Thompson, your right guard, 81.2. Tyree Adams, your left tackle, 78.9. Now, Weston Davis, your right tackle, and that's probably where you've seen the most leakage from? 62. So we can have that conversation. But when you've got on Pro Football Focus, which we love here, we talk about the grades often, when you have all other starting linemen at least at 78.9 or higher, it's the take doesn't take. It's not a take. You watch tape and there's clean pockets. Like they have faced off against Clemson that's got 2 first-round defensive linemen and given up 1 sack. And then they play a Florida team that sacked you 7 times a year ago and you give up no sacks. The pass protection doesn't go into the equation of why you haven't been as successful throwing the football. It just doesn't. You can use it as a narrative, but it's just not factual. Now, in the run game, again, you're right. Like and again, it's not a talent thing right now. It's not like they're just getting run through. They're just trying to be so perfect and hand place him in here. It's like, well, actually, your guy had him already, and you're wasting time getting to the second level. We can have that conversation. But as far as the passing portion of this, I'm not going to sit here and say that the pockets haven't been good because they have been.
Yeah, and when you have that many passes, like we just kind of broke down on that passing chart, that are either behind the line of scrimmage or within 5 yards, those are quick hitting things. And that is, like, if you're going to protect an offensive line, yeah, you do it with an element of quick passes. You do it with an element of screens. But at some point in games, you have to push the ball. You have to push it.
Yeah.
Or you're just going to get teed off on screen passes. You're going to get teed off on. You're going to have press coverage. You're going to have safeties jumping down. And there's other ways to help. You help it with chips. You help with nudges. You help with thumps. You help with different ways that tight ends and running backs can help the tackles. Block a defensive end. And just like you said, at right tackle, we've probably seen more chips, more thumps from on that side of the ball, just helping the right tackle out a little bit more. But a bad offensive line is not what we have. Like, we don't have a bad pass protecting off. Like, it's not last year's offensive line by any means to this point in the season, but and they're getting better at working with each other. But you still, like, you push the ball down the field still. Like, there's ways to protect it and push it. Like, we saw Jaden's first year. It was kind of the opposite, the wrong way of doing it, when you're just protecting with 7, 8 guys and trying to throw it deep. But the threat of throwing it short, throwing screens, protects your offensive line as well. So I don't know. It's not, throwing it short is not a product of an offensive line right now. We just hadn't seen bad protection.
All right. More coming back your way. Hour number 2, OTB.
Off the bench.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
River Parish Contractors has immediate openings for structural steel shop fabricators. Call or text Big Jake today at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com and click on employment. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Hi,
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Tuesday, September 16th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 91. In hour 2 of today's show, we'll talk a little New Orleans Saints. We'll have OTB Mailbag at 8:15. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN. And watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Yeah, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from downtown Baton Rouge, starts now.
All right, welcome back in OTB, hour number 2 here on this Tuesday morning. All right, so a couple things to get to inside the Bayou 4 chat. Also, LSU got a big quarterback commit yesterday. We talked a little bit about it. We'll get into that with Tate, our official recruiting correspondent. I feel like that's appropriate for Tate.
Yeah.
Because certainly not you or I.
No, we're not tracking the high schoolers.
That sounded weird for Tate. That's not what we intended.
Easy, Tate.
Champ says he's throwing the ball -3 yards at a time. He looks like the last year of Drew Brees. Can't sack someone that doesn't have a ball in his hand. It's terrible. They are throwing it a ton at the line of scrimmage, Champ. But I like just watching it, not even going into the stats that we just gave you and the grades and all of that. You can just watch the game and tell, like, even when they are dropping back in traditional, passing concepts, they still have a really good pocket. So I hear you, and some of that certainly plays from them throwing at the line of scrimmage or behind it, but the shell of the protection's been good for the most part.
Yeah,
like when you've had trouble, it's been from the right side.
Yeah, it's been good. You want to show a clip?
You ready?
It was ready. Yeah, I was just watching one.
You ready to go? Okay, sure.
I mean, just randomly.
Pull a lever.
Pull a lever.
Yeah, we need a lever.
Right.
Like Conan used to
We need
have
a lever.
his Chuck Norris clips.
Because we're not real bad enough around here. Oh, we ready? All right. Hey, check this out. So this little play action fake. So just to give y'all a heads up, or kind of an idea about what's happening right here, is it kind of it tells you everything that we kind of talked about. So what we're doing is you see the tight end lined up off the ball to the left. So we're in a 3 receiver set. So what personnel is this, Alondra? We got 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back.
11.
It's 11 personnel. That's right. We got a running back. We got a tight end lined up off the ball.
She was bored with that question. Like,
so
how
bored.
dare
Like,
you?
this is demeaning.
It's 11.
So we got 1 receiver to the right. We got 2 receivers to the left. And so it's a kind of a trips off formation with a tight end off the ball to the left. Also, running back is lined up to the left. So it's creating almost a 4-by-1 that the defense has to push to. So what you see here is a standard. It's going to be a 6-man protection with a little play fake to the running back. So what they're going to say is I would call this like a 2-jet protection.
Yeah.
Or a flash 2-jet. So what the offensive line is going to have the 4 down linemen, and what you're going to see the way the center works, he's going to have the linebacker to the top, so to the left of the center, not the linebacker overhead. And so the running back's going to have the linebacker that is directly in front of the center. So what happens here is the linebacker, so which means the center works to the left because he's working to that left linebacker. And so you leave yourself open to a game to the bottom. Creates pressure. Right in Garrett Nussmeier's face, didn't have time to step up. Boom, comes off the right side, just like we talked about. We're going to get a better look at this game right here on the right side of the line of scrimmage. A defensive tackle goes up the field, bull rushes the guard, and engages him. And there's a lot of holding, shoving there going on, which doesn't allow him to come off on the looping defensive end, creating pressure. Now, what I would like to see, what Garrett Nussmeier will get into at the next level, and as he progresses in his knowledge of NFL football, let's go back to the beginning, is we know we have 5-man protection, 4 down, and I'm going to call it the Sam up top because it's a 3-by-1 set. Now, we know right now there's no pressure. We know based on alignment, we know based on DBs, safety leverage, based on where the linebackers are looking around like they're seeing where they're dropping. I would like to see Garrett Nussmeier move the mic call to the center, to the middle linebacker right there. That's right over the head of the center. He's not the center. He's the will, but he's lined up over the center's face. I would like for him to move that call and tell the offensive lineman, you got that guy. What does that do? It keeps the center in the center of the line instead of pushing him left to where he can now read a looping guy. So that is a next level IQ thing that comes. I don't know if he has the freedom to do that, but if we know we have pressure, let's not slide our center left or right because of these games that they like to play. And we know the right side has been the little bit more leaky side.
Right.
We'll watch it again.
You also have the tight end on that side as well, so it makes it even more sense
and
to redeclare.
I would call this a thump or a nudge by the tight end, helping that guy. But a thump or a nudge right here from the back end is not going to help this game. No. That's what we call do you remember what that game is called, Alondra?
Wait, what did you say?
The game that the defensive line is playing on the right side.
Do we know what
defensive
that's
tackle
called?
goes first, and then the defensive end loops around.
I don't know.
We're going to call it a TE right there. Tackle first, the E loops around.
And if the end would have gone first and the tackle would have looped, it would have been a...
Yep. So watch 78 right here.
Switch it.
You see 78 right here? You see where his eyes are? His eyes, 78's eyes, left guard is to number 5 over there, looking right at him. Now, if Nussmeier changes the mic declaration to 29, which is wild because you're changing it to the DB, but you know pressure's not coming. 78 all of a sudden engages with a defensive tackle. 61 has his eyes on 29, and then once he's not coming, looks for help. And who would he help? He would help this big old boy coming right here, creating that pressure. If that happens, Garrett Nussmeier sits in the pocket, throws a dime, probably big play.
Yeah, probably big play.
And look, this is what we talked about. This is where a torso injury can really hurt you. When your feet are off platform, they get parallel to your target, and you got to really create a lot of torque by keeping that left shoulder closed as much as you can. Creates a lot of torque and accurate throw.
if he does have a torso injury, that throw hurt.
Yeah, seriously. He does now.
Pretty bad. Yeah, and that's a great breakdown. You're right. Like simply moving the Mike declaration over from one guy to another, then you would have center help, and the center would be right there. So when the looper looped, and even though the guard's being held, which is good defense, he would be able to help pick him up right there. Garrett Nussmeier would have time, and he hits Barry and Brown there on the crosser.
And look, loopers are hard. Like, you tell me how good you're, like, those of you watching or be able to watch at home or watching on YouTube, like, you tell me how you would protect that if you're the right guard. It's hard to come off an engagement like that. That's why
they don't call defensive holding on that, which technically is something you could call. They don't call that. They call
it every now and then
on a run play. Sometimes they'll do it.
But that's why you're seeing it in college football a lot now, because it's really hard to pick up. Even in the NFL, you're seeing it, and it's really hard to pick up. I saw yesterday. I think it was one of the night games yesterday. They did a safety end game, and they got Khalil Mack free because they hit the tackle with the safety and made him loop around. So I like moving those on regular 6-man protections and 11 personnel. I like trying to move the Mike declaration in as tight as possible. Keep that center engaged in the center.
Yeah, and that's it's something that, like, if you're watching the game and you're like, wait, how's that guy running free?
Yeah,
scot free. Then when you take a look at it, the defensive tackle's doing a nice job of not getting called for a penalty. He's holding up the guard. The tackle's in no man's land. There's nothing the tackle can do. Actually, Weston Davis on that play tried to come back and get a piece of the defensive line.
But that's the difference between, you see quarterbacks like in the NFL, you're like, man, how would they like if so-and-so would have had protection that this guy has, like, he'd be so much better. Like, you see guys that maybe not have like a lot of talent. You look at Anthony Richardson, all the talent in the world. And then you see a guy like Daniel Jones. Maybe Daniel Jones is making those little subtle Mike declarations that make all the difference in the world. You talk about the difference of a big play and an almost interception on that that clip we just showed was the difference of a Mike declaration. Nothing to do with physicality.
Right. Or, losing your individual battle. Well, yeah.
It didn't have anything. It was a good game by them. You got to have help.
All right. We'll take a break, but before we do, want to remind you about our friends over at All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge, allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. Buying new, if you are leasing, or if you are renting, every single thing is available. Per-day rental prices. So, if you want to go watch the Tigers play in Oxford, Mississippi in a couple of weeks, well, you can go ahead and reserve that rental today. Call Miss Lisa Sessions. Get that done. allstartoyotaofbatonrouge.com. More OTB when we come back here.
Off the bench.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business. 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac. Our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod, Miss Louisiana. For more delicious safety tips, go to louisianapropane.com.
Looking for a roll-off dumpster? At Trash Rangers, we have 3 sizes, and we offer dependable service, personalized attention, transparent pricing, and we're community-focused at trashrangers.com.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Do business with someone you know. Parish Construction and Roofing.
ParishBuilt.com.
...2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
Look, this is good vibes even on a Tuesday, which is hard to do. It's very hard to get any positive vibes on a Tuesday. Nice job, Alondra.
Depeche Mode, don't miss ever. I saw them in concert a few years ago, and they're old.
They still okay?
No, they were still really
Awesome. Good to hear. Good to
Like,
hear, because you never know.
Oh man, he was like dancing around the stage. Like he sounded good. The band sounded great. It was so awesome.
That's awesome, because you never know when you go see a legend.
Yeah.
It's like, oh
If it's gonna
man,
be
they're on
bad.
the old Biloxi Casino tour. Ooh, how
You know-
are they? Are they still good? That's
You know
good
who
to
that
hear.
happened to me with?
Who?
Travis Tritt.
Oh, the rice wasn't cooking in the microwave
was
anymore.
not.
Man, come
Dang.
on.
He left it in a
Shoot.
little too long.
Ah, or maybe not long enough.
I don't know.
You know, just hard grain.
I think it was a little too long.
Yeah.
I saw Brooks and Dunn in May at the Santa My Boots concert. They were great, but
Okay.
they were like Joe Biden walking around a little bit.
I saw them.
My fellas,
but they were still good. You
they're
get
still
a
good,
lot of hair and beard dye.
I think
saw them a couple
Travis
years
is the
ago.
only one that
Yeah,
disappointed
they can
me.
still sing though. Like
Oh, they were great.
the
I saw
songs
them
are still
in,
great, but
I
yeah,
saw
it
them
was
in
it was
Measure a couple
they were
years ago.
creeping around that stage a little bit.
Yeah.
Still doing it. Shout out! I hope.
Yeah.
I pray.
So the Eagles one
Doing something I
time,
love
like,
at
it's
that
gonna-
age.
The Eagles, like, you know, it's like their farewell tour.
Yep.
It's
Couple
okay.
years late.
Yeah, a couple years
Couple years late.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. It's
Fine.
tough.
Hey, get it. If people
It's
are
tough
willing to pay
see-
you, do it.
It's tough to see, you know, legends age.
Not for everything, people. Not everything's for sale.
Not everyone's a vampire like Tom Brady. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's a Tom thing because Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is also a vampire.
He still
That's
looks
true.
Great.
That's true. Any other Toms?
No.
Nah, that's it? Okay.
I mean, Tom Selleck's looked the same age.
Oh,
for
that's
about
true.
Tom
That's
20
true.
years.
Tom Hanks
Yeah.
had a good run. Looking pretty ageless.
Yeah. It's true. Maybe it's just Tom.
Tom Holland
Tommy.
still looks about 14.
Yeah, that's
Right,
true. They
also
do age
fair.
short.
And I mean, he's probably 30.
Probably.
That's a good point. Huh. There's something to this, I think.
We're down.
Speaking of Tom Brady,
that's what I was trying to transition to.
That was pretty good.
We just got this man with a headset on.
We just got him in the coaching booth, right behind the play call,
with a headset on.
And what's
not
like,
headphones? A headset with a microphone
in a suit
with a tablet in front of him
in a suit.
Yeah.
Do you see the camera scanned on him, and he kind of like,
oh god,
lowered the chair. It's kind of like
his mouth didn't move. He's like, I'm not saying a word, knowing he was probably talking.
It was like a Coldplay concert at the Sphere situation.
Definitely was.
Like,
what quarter was this?
I don't remember, but you can
Second,
pull
maybe.
up. You can pull up a
on
screenshot. It's
Twitter.
all
Yeah,
over
it's
the
all
place.
over Twitter,
People are
yeah.
talking about it because, like, you got this guy calling games, so he gets inside access to all these coaches, players. He gets to go to practices the day before games. Like,
Didn't they shut him out of practice?
Yeah. so
okay, they shut him out of practice. He should be.
Yeah, because they were like, we can't have you in our building.
Yeah, it's like if you're another team,
Yeah.
I ain't telling this dude nothing.
And it's not like he's like a, minority in the distance owner. Like when you're in the booth, the coaching booth with a headset and a tablet in front of you, like you're in it.
Who's it?
And he said, like Chip Kelly's like, I talk to him like basically every day.
Yeah, yeah. They said they meet 2 or 3 times to go over the game plan and
Yeah.
watch film.
What?
What?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, like,
Isn't he a part owner in the Raiders too?
Yeah,
or
so that's
something?
what we're talking about.
Well,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like that seems.
Yeah, this is him. Like, look, that is a headset with a tablet in front of him.
Nope.
This feels like a
nothing to see here.
conflict of
Kinda
interest.
ducks down.
Like, you know what? If he put a hat on and he put just a Raiders hoodie on, maybe he doesn't stick out.
Yeah, he's suited and booted.
But
ready
he's
to
suited
go.
and booted.
Yeah.
I mean, that jawline you can't miss.
Can't miss that jaw. So handsome.
Jaw me.
I don't know. How do you feel about this? I'm not even gonna say it's not slimy because they're letting him do it. He's got this great job on Fox.
He came from the Patriots, which they've been known to dabble in extracurriculars.
Yeah, they're just the ones that get caught.
He's calling games. Well, I mean, stealing signs because you're good at it and stealing because you're filming is different.
Well, it's kind of like the Astros. Like, I'm sure other people were doing it.
We don't know that.
No, we don't. We'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't hear any trash
Like
cans. from
Lance
other teams.
Armstrong with the Tour de France. Everybody was doing it. Just the best one. Barry Bonds, just the best one.
I don't know. I don't know many.
People get hated.
I don't know many other minority owners that have a headset and a tablet.
No, that's a good point.
He wasn't calling plays, I'll tell you that.
Oh, the new owner for the
Maybe,
Colts.
I mean,
Look, people are
Our
like
defense
kind
is really
of
good.
saying stuff about. I think the internet's pretty split down the middle about it, but I do see people making some negative comments about Carly, the new Colts owner. She was the daughter of, what was his name? Jim
Mercy.
I was like Jeff.
I mean, close
Jay.
enough.
But I actually kind of like. I mean, they're 2-0. Maybe it's working. And I read this other thing. I don't know. I never really kept up with the Colts, but that she's done that regularly, and people are just kind of now noticing it. But I mean, I don't see anything.
Yeah,
wrong
no.
with
So
it.
she's always. Done
I actually
that,
liked
so-
her answer.
Yeah.
Like, I'm paying these people millions of dollars.
Right. Yeah.
I want to make sure that they're not idiots.
Just be honest. Like, honesty
I
gets
loved
you
it.
a long
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Like,
Make sure they're not idiots.
Even if unless like you have a bad intentions, like honesty, like people just can relate to
Yeah.
it, right? Like, okay, we get it. That makes sense.
Right.
It came out when they were getting the team because it's 3 daughters, right? It's not just her.
I think so, yeah.
But the reason she's in the role she is because Jim was like, she's been here. She's done stuff like that. She's charted things for him before, and like, if I'm paying a defensive tackle $15 million a year and he ain't performing, I'm writing that down.
Yep.
He's getting
Yeah.
cut.
I want to see
I
his
don't
lows.
hate it. I don't hate it. But
I mean,
it does give.
What's the
like,
difference in that and like our boss listens probably to our shows? I'm sure Flynn Foster listens to this show. He
Yeah.
might be listening right now.
Right.
That's
I mean, Matt listens all the time.
Same situation.
Yeah. But it does give like HBO Max sitcom vibes whenever I see clips of
It
it
does,
on the
yeah.
because she was like
I mean, it's
running
funny.
the
It's-
length of the field and her assistant or what I could guess is her
Right.
assistant is like running next to her. So it really gives HBO Max sitcom. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I like it. They're 2-0.
Yeah.
They haven't
I mean,
punted
great.
through 2 games.
I got no issue with it. I do understand like the sitcom
Yeah.
aspect, the visuals of it
Yeah.
because it's just different. It's
Right.
new. Like you've never seen that before. Like there is something to be said for like wanting to keep an eye on your investment, but then you also invested in a GM and a head coach that's supposed to do that as well. Like you can't micromanage every little thing. I think she probably just enjoys it.
Yeah.
Right? She just enjoys it. She wants to be a part of it. She wants to be part of the team, which is fine.
Well,
Which is
and,
absolutely. I'm
you know,
surprised Jerry Jones hadn't done that.
Right.
Chris Ballard and Shane Steichen, not exactly,
Whoa.
the
No
coldest
Shane
of seats.
Steichen
The
here.
coldest of seats.
No
is what
hate
I'm
on my
saying.
boy
Like,
Shane.
When they were coming into this season, a lot of
Right.
people were like,
Whoa,
5
whoa,
games
whoa,
in, they
whoa,
may have to clean out.
Yeah, they got
So-
Danny Dimes now, bud.
Well, that's what she's doing. She's running up and down the sidelines and making sure, like, Richardson's not there.
Yeah, do not put him in.
She's like, he will not go in the game.
Uh-huh. I'm not going to cut him because I don't want to overstep my GM, but you don't play Anthony Richardson.
Let's just don't have him put on a uniform today.
But yeah, like the Tom Brady, I got no issue with him being in the up there. Like he's a huge asset for somebody to have, right? It's Tom Brady. He's the GOAT. It's just the optics aren't great when he does the broadcast and he does get a little bit of access. Now I know it's been handcuffed and tailored back a little bit. But I don't know. I don't really have any opinion on it. I just thought it was an interesting point because a lot of people do have opinions on it.
You know what? At the end of the day, it didn't matter because the Bolts still whipped up on them sorry-ass Raiders.
Yeah, maybe Tom Brady sucks at doing that.
Yeah. Sorry, Pete Carroll, that you turned 74 yesterday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Here's an L.
Wait, not happy birthday. Not happy birthday.
Pete.
You benched me.
Yeah, you punk.
You punk. Got my hopes up. And you took it away from me.
Do you remember when we went to dinner?
I cussed him out,
when I
by the
came
way.
when I came on my free agent visit, and we went to dinner, and it was me, you, Lacey, Pete Carroll, John Schneider, and oh my gosh, what's his name?
Player, coach.
Hold on, he's the GM for the Dan Morgan.
Okay.
God, I couldn't get there. Played at Miami, played for the Panthers.
You found it.
And like Pete wasn't going to be there. And then all of a sudden, like he shows up and he's like kind of out of breath a little bit. He's like, yeah, just got a little workout in. Wanted to come stop by and sit down for a little bit. And he like couldn't catch his breath. Like he ran there.
Easy, Pete.
I'm like, Pete, my God, take a breath, guy. Like a deep one.
That's
Making
me going
a little
up
nervous.
the stairs.
He's a good coach, though. He runs a good program, even though he benched me.
Yeah.
Even though he stole my dreams.
Even though he offered me a contract that had 0 vet guarantees. He wanted me to sign my life away. Hey, yeah, so if you get hurt, we're going to avoid all these veteran guarantees that every other team has, and we're just going to cut you and not give you anything. No severance either.
Yeah.
No, I'm good,
That ain't cool.
I'm good, Pete. I'm going to go sign
I think I'm just going
somewhere
to go
else.
with Peyton.
Yeah, I'm going to Denver, bud.
I'm cool.
So, all right, before we take this break, want to throw it back to Tay-Tay because we mentioned it yesterday during the show, kind of at the very end of the show, but LSU does get a big quarterback commit. And now this is not 2026. This is 2027. And we've talked about the 2027 class for over a year now because it's loaded. And not only was it loaded, but it was loaded with guys that had strong LSU/Louisiana ties. You had, Houston, who ends up committing, which Tay-Tay is going to tell you about. Elijah Haven here in Baton Rouge. You had, Garrett Nussmeier's brother. Obviously, he's going to have ties to LSU. You have another quarterback in North Louisiana that's like a top 15 quarterback in the country. You had Phillip Rivers' son, Gunnar Rivers, who Steven Rivers played at LSU, right? Still an LSU fan. Right, they're right down the road in the Mobile area. So, like, all these quarterbacks, all these top quarterbacks had some kind of a tie to either Louisiana or LSU. So you felt good. You felt good about getting one. And Tay-Tay, they ended up getting one yesterday to at least commit.
Yeah, Peyton Houston, maybe my favorite quarterback in the state. I know there's a lot of debate on who's the best quarterback in 2027. Look, he's only 5'11". I don't care about that. This guy's a gamer when the lights come on. Like, if you've ever watched this guy play, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, he threw for 4,500 yards and 38 touchdowns a year ago and only turned it over 6 times. And a lot of people are going to say, yeah, but Peyton Houston's one-dimensional. He's a pocket passer. No, he's not. He had 690 yards rushing a year ago. Now, he's not constantly looking to run, but this is a guy that can take off. He scored 7 rushing touchdowns a year ago. I really like Peyton Houston. I mean, the guy's just a gamer.
I wonder, and we caught like the back end of Shea Dixon talking at the event that we did on Friday, and someone asked him this question about, maybe getting 2 quarterbacks in this class, and I thought Shea had a great answer. He said, well, if you get one, don't count Nussmeier out, because like if you can make a case and see a path for 2 quarterbacks, it's going to involve Nussmeier being one of them. And I agree. Like, obviously, you have strong ties. Your brother was a star at LSU, and he sat and he waited his turn, and it benefited him from doing so. So that could, it's not going to scare off, I think, Nussmeier from maybe committing or signing. And look, you got to get to the finish line. We all know that class is way down the road there, but it's a big class, and you just have to make sure you get one of the players that we're talking about with strong Louisiana ties.
Yeah, the finish line is so far.
It's a long way. I mean,
it's a long way away.
December 2026 is the earliest Houston could sign.
Right.
So, yeah.
December 2026. What's this year? What are we in now?
No, we're in 25.
Oh,
so
okay.
he can't
It's
sign
a while.
for about
It's a while.
14 months.
So in 2 Christmases. Got it. But yeah, so you're talking about Nussmeier, and you're talking about if there was 2. Like, genetics, DNA is not just like physical; it's also mental too. Like his older brother went the path of the most resistance to be a starting quarterback, right? When in a day and age where that just doesn't happen. And I can tell you, when I was in high school, I was under the understanding in my signing class that we were taking 2 quarterbacks. There's 2 quarterbacks they're taking.
Yeah.
And I remember Jimbo Fisher telling me, and Nick Saban.
Jimbo Fisher?
We have offered 5 quarterbacks.
Oh, wow.
Including you. 5 quarterbacks. Maybe it was 6. I can't remember. They're like, we all think y'all are great. We think y'all all can be a starting quarterback here. We want all of y'all equally. We're taking the first 2 that commit, basically. Was the now it turns out the first 2 that committed didn't end up signing because apparently they wanted one a little bit more. They wanted Jamarcus a little bit more. They kept recruiting him after the 2 were committed. But I knew so I can tell you if that message is there, I do think you need to be up front with all the quarterbacks saying there's a possibility we take 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
In this class. You don't surprise a quarterback that's committed to you in high school. You don't surprise them by taking a second quarterback. It's like an upfront situation. Hey, bud, we're recruiting you. We're offering 4 quarterbacks. We're offering 5 quarterbacks. There's a potential we could take 2. I want that to be a part of your decision. I want you to be okay with competition. I want you to be a dog. I want you to come in here and don't care. If we take 2, make sure it's you. And
not everybody's going to be okay with that. But to your point, like in the DNA of what we've seen from the Nussmeier family, like Colton Nussmeier might be just that. And look, he's 6'3", 190 pounds. He's a different body type than his brother as well, but still like was raised in the same household and with the same mentality. So like not going to run from competition.
It's a tough situation to be in as a coaching staff too. Even if you just want to take one, like the finish line's so far away. You have a lot of talent in that class at the quarterback position, a lot of them with the ties here to LSU. So you stand a pretty good chance with everybody.
Yeah.
And if you just wanted to take one, what do you do when they commit? You can't stop recruiting them. And then if you stop recruiting them, do you piss the one guy off that's committed? Like it's kind of like recruiting's tough, man. It's there's a smart way to do things, but it's also a personal thing too. It's you have to know how to deal with people. You have to know how to make sure they're still feeling love if they're committed, but also understand that we still have to recruit somebody because you haven't signed yet, and you could decide not to sign here.
Yeah.
We can't be holding an empty bucket.
Lance Richard inside the Bayou Ford chat. Do people still care about recruiting anymore with the current landscape of recruiting, especially from a kid that's 15 months from signing day? No, it's a valid question. And Lance, I mean, obviously, like we used to on sports radio talk about recruiting all the time. I mean, all the time. It's like you had to do a segment a day. And the Bayou Bash, remember how big that used to be, right? The fax is coming in and everybody's holding their breath. To your point, no, because of the transfer portal, it's like a lot of people lost interest because it's like, are they even going to be here in a year, 2 years, whatever? I do think still quarterback plays, though. Again, we don't talk recruiting on this show very often at all. And you're right, he is far away. But this 2027 quarterback class is special. And again, with so many Louisiana/LSU ties, I think it is a must that you get one of the top guys, or it would be a big miss. And so, like, to your point, I agree with you, but this is a unique situation just because of it being quarterback having like 5 guys to kind of not choose from. I'm not saying everybody's like knocking down the door. Like we've heard Elijah Haven might be leaning towards Florida, but you need to get 1 in this class, and you might get 2 if you can still, continue to recruit Colton Nussmeier and he comes, which I think with today's landscape of quarterbacks leaving all the time, like if you can stack quarterbacks, then absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think anybody who's ever been on a radio cares less about high schoolers' decisions than me. But quarterback does always play. It is a big decision. You see quarterbacks playing at such a young age right now. It's just quarterback play. Doesn't matter what it is, transfer, high school recruit, good, bad, ugly, whatever it is. It always plays. It's always a big deal because it's the most important position. That's not to take anything away from every other position. It's just a fact of the matter that it really is. You can have the greatest team on earth, but if you don't have a competitive quarterback, it doesn't really matter how good everybody else is. You have to be good.
Yep. And so LSU does get a commit, but look, we also realize that finish line is not in sight. You got to get some binoculars out to see it. But we'll continue to update you. And does LSU take a 2026 quarterback is still a part of the story as well. All right, we will step away. More OTB when we come back here on this Tuesday morning.
Off the bench.
All right, go to All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com, All-Star Toyota of Baton Rouge.com, buying new, leasing, renting. Check out what they have available, which is everything. Everything they offer to buy new, they offer to lease. Everything they offer to lease, they offer in the rental department. You're just not going to find that anywhere else. So if you want to go ahead and go see the Tigers play on the road, they've got great trips. Oxford, Tuscaloosa, Nashville, Norman. They got some good trips against some good teams. All those teams, guess what? They're ranked football teams. Ooh. So if you want to go watch the Tigers play on the road, go ahead and rent a Toyota. Save miles on your vehicle. Maybe you need something bigger. Maybe you want something smaller. Maybe it's a little weekend getaway. Whatever the situation, All-Star is always the answer. All-Star.
All-Star, you said it?
I'll try to.
Okay, nice.
ToyotaBatonRouge.com.
That's right, and those per-day rental prices, too, as good or better than those big box rental car places at the airport. So give them a call, and if you're in the market for a new, used, lease, whatever it is, go to allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
At Atmos Energy, our Smart Choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always. No paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 1045 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here on this Tuesday morning. I want to remind you about our friends over at Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. GetGordon.com is the website. Go to the website, see what they can do for you in the courtroom, past client results, cases they handle. It's always going to be at Get Gordon on all major social media. See what they're doing throughout the local communities in Louisiana. Also, check out the G team, Garrett Nussmeier, LSU quarterback, part of that G team. GetGordon.com. GetGordon.com, your area code, followed by 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done. It is great.
What, we've been really sporty today.
Have we?
I'm exhausted.
All right.
We talked recruiting.
I was about to be like a little bit sporty.
No, let's go. Let's keep it going.
No,
I signed up for this. Let's go.
I have breaking sports news.
Ooh.
Well, we didn't go around the room this morning because there was a lot of NFL, just actual news to talk about it. And
stuff.
No, that's like actual what we're supposed to talk about.
Allegedly.
That's what most say.
Yes.
But we dictate what we talk about here. But I was gonna say, like, I came across this story this morning, and it kind of it rocked me a little bit. So everybody's familiar with stone skipping, right? Like skipping stones.
Yeah.
Okay, so they do a national, an international championship, actually. So like people go out there. It's called the World Stone Skimming Championships.
Naturally.
Where you go out there and literally you just skip stones, right? And they try to see more than 2,200 people from 27 countries attended this year's stone skimming championship, right?
Oh, is it distance?
Yeah, and it's in Scotland too. So I don't know. The article that I read doesn't really say like how far and stuff. We can look into it, but the article that I read did not say. Multiple people have been disqualified for tampering.
Oh no! Shaving the rocks.
From the stone skimming. Nope, they're not weighted. But they did kind of shave them a little bit to make them more circular.
Wow.
So people disqualified and just messing with the integrity of the stone skimming championship.
Wow.
In Scotland.
Do you think
just disrespectful to the sport?
Very disrespectful.
You think Vegas had a little to do with this? Probably.
Got some odds on it.
Had some odds on it.
Yeah.
So they got to shave it to be more round. I was thinking it might be like a Christmas Vacation situation where they greased up the bottom of it, maybe.
No. So they so there's actually like a thing that they use to measure the stones because they have to be like at least 3 inches in measurement, right? So they actually measure the stones and everything, and people were just shaving them to make them perfectly circular so that they skip better.
Can't shave your stones.
It's a good one. That was just calling for it.
This is a serious story, Taylor.
Like you said,
Taylor,
like
don't
you
joke around
said,
about
it
this.
rocked you.
It rocked me.
I'm sorry. Hey, nice one. 27 countries, is that right?
27 countries.
Do you think this was a bring your own stone kind of competition, or you walked the riverbank?
So yeah, they have to come naturally. They have to come from a
First come,
naturally
first served
occurring
stone.
island slate. So they have to be that you have to find them like around the island.
Gotcha.
So it is kind of first come first serve. You find the perfect stone, but these people were shaving them.
And how many people?
It didn't
A
say
lot.
how many.
20
but
I thought
what
you
countries?
said
how many
yeah,
people could win?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know how many people got
that's
disqualified
a
to,
lot.
be
Yeah.
clear, but more than 2,200 people went to the competition.
Wow.
From 27 different countries, all gathered on the west coast of Scotland. And these people are out here shaving their stones.
It makes sense, though, that you have to get it from there. You know, I mean, 27 different countries,
Yep.
not everybody's stones are the same size. So, like,
Sure.
you have to get
Different
it all on the
size
same
stones.
island.
Yeah.
Like, it
Yep.
actually makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Yeah, Brett brings up a good point. Take some serious stones to think you can cheat the system and get
Yeah,
away with
That's
it.
exactly right.
Exactly.
Sometimes.
This is like the guy that was putting weights in his fish.
Oh,
He
yeah.
is
Like-
so pissed about
Oh, you know fishermen. Woof. You lie about.
Is nothing sacred?
You can have like a 5-pound bass, which is a monster bass, right?
Right.
And it's actually like
Huge.
4.6.
Yeah.
Right. And if you say 5 pounds, fish like real fishermen, like that's
Wait,
not 5 pounds.
Wait,
Right.
4.6.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the worst part about that video, if y'all remember about that, he had to stand up on the platform, get called out for cheating, then walk through the crowd of angry people to his truck to get out of there. He wound up having to pay back like
Yeah, that's a big deal.
$75,000.
Yeah.
He had done it in so many tournaments.
And you know he got his ass beat too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, champion. Yeah.
He got hooked. He got fish hooked for real in a fight, like with a fish hook. Again, like so Scotland. I'm thinking of the stones. Like Scotland's pretty famous for their stones too.
Yeah, they got hella stones.
Like they're the only
Yeah.
people I think that make the official curling stones as well.
Really?
Like for Olympic curling, things like that. I think the stones comes from a specific type of rock
Okay, so for reference,
in Scotland only.
entrant Jonathan, entrant Jonathan Jennings went on to victory last week as the contest's first American winner.
Let's go.
Skimming his stones a cumulative distance of 177 meters. So just for like a point of reference, that is the champion last week.
177
meters.
I mean, what kind of torque? Like he does
That's
not
some
have
crazy
a
torque.
he does not have a torso injury at all. He is creating
No.
so much torque and so many levers with his arm. I mean, you got to drop down and sidearm that thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's got to be also a regulation on how far between the hand that lets it go and the
Right.
first skip. Like you probably can't throw it like 100 meters in the air.
So hold on.
So there's got to be some sort of rule on that.
So this is not year round. This is summer only, I would imagine.
So each competitor is allowed
Probably
3
depends climate.
skims.
Because I'm saying stones aren't as big during the winter.
That's a good
so
point.
I would think
and
that
even
it would be
sometimes,
summer only.
if you're on the banks of the river, and even two stones right next to each other that look like they belong, but they're not going to be the same
They actually
size.
may not be from the same
They
thing,
might
yeah.
be different sizes too.
So each competitor is allowed 3 skims, and stones must bounce at least twice on the water before sinking. So you got to get at least 2 bounces.
That's
before-
it. Okay,
Yeah.
so
2
so
feels like a little bit, right?
I just
feel
looked
like
up.
2 is average.
Yeah, 2's average.
Yeah.
But we're just like,
Like,
that's just a
skipping
long
twice,
toss.
right.
That's just a long toss
Yeah.
at that point.
I'm skipping stones twice.
Like to me, a skip competition should be the amount of skips you get.
Right, not
Not
the
really
length.
the distance.
Yeah.
Now, 177 meters isn't impressive, even with 2 skips.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, I don't know if that's how much he had,
Yep.
but you have to
But
have
you
at
have
least
to have
2.
at least that.
Yeah.
So I guess you're going for distance with just, I don't know how it works, but I just looked up the world record for most consecutive skips of a stone on water. They didn't tell me what kind of stone this is. I'm
Okay.
assuming it's an American stone, though.
Okay.
Because it was thrown by an American,
Hell yeah.
USA, Kurt the Mountain Man Steiner.
I mean,
This guy was born to do this.
He was born to do
He
this.
might have
Born of a
He might
mountain.
have created the sport.
Born of a mountain. He ain't shaving stones.
No.
He ain't. He's all man. From USA in 2013 at Red Bridge, Allegheny National Forest, right here in America, in Pennsylvania, skipped 88 times.
Oh my God.
88
That's crazy.
skips on water.
imagine that torque.
I can't imagine that
88?
torque. But that's what you get when you get a good American stones.
I feel like this should be in the Olympics. Olympic stones.
I mean, you're better than breakdancing.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh gosh, I forgot about that.
But I think that the amount of stones, the amount of skips you get, more impressive
80
than distance.
Yeah.
Plus.
Well, maybe you could like in the Olympics, you have skiing, but there's 7 different types.
Yep.
Like, what if you did distance
Yep.
and then number of skips, like
Yep.
2 separate competitions?
And then you get into the problem like in the Olympics, then you have Russia with their performance-enhancing
They're
drugs.
gonna
Their
cheat,
stones are
yeah.
going to be a little bit smaller than everybody
They're
else.
going to cheat. More aerodynamic.
Yeah. Smaller, you get it. Because of the steroids.
Yeah. We did get it. You didn't have to explain it.
King MJ makes a good point. He said, I'm sure the at least 2 skips rules is there so people won't try to just throw it.
Sure. If you're going for a good
We gotta
distance
have
on,
rules in place,
on one
guys.
skip, I think you would like
Have
skip it
integrity.
hard.
Yeah.
Skip it hard, right in front of you,
Yeah.
and then it like pops up and you get that glide effect.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Now I'm going to go skip some stones after this.
Yeah.
Underrated hobby is skipping stones.
Underrated.
I've always said it.
Hey,
all right.
it creates elbow injuries, though.
We
Ooh, some serious
We'll take a
fence
break.
Mm-hmm.
When we come back, a lot of people yesterday were wondering if the Bengals could make a play for Jameis Winston. Well, they've made a play for some quarterbacks, and we'll tell you who it is when we come back here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to GoTommies.com. That's G-E-A-U-X, Tommies with a Y.com. I mean, look, we've already laid it out. Like, if your name's Tom, you're basically a vampire. You don't age, and you just have all the energy in the world, and you're just really good at what you do. And some would say the best. Tom Cruise, guy's pretty good at action films. Tom Brady, guy was pretty good at throwing the football.
Yep.
Tom Hanks, pretty good at rom-coms.
Mm-hmm.
Tom
And
E,
voiceovers.
great at windows. Windows, doors, and siding, actually. Best of 2025 advocate, best windows, Tommy. So if your name's Tom, you're a winner. Tom short for Tommy. Tommy short for Thomas. GoTommies.com.
You nailed that. If you got a project coming up, make sure, do not miss an opportunity to call Tommy at GoTommies.com and just get a price. Talk to them. See what they can do with your project. They are the best around. GoTommies.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment. Dave's back on. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
I'm the sun and the air. All the shyness that is criminally vulgar. I'm sun and air. Of nothing in particular.
All right, welcome back in OTB. There was a rumor out there yesterday that potentially the Bengals could make a play for Jameis Winston, who's on the Giants roster, maybe make a trade with Joe Burrow being out for 3 months, and maybe that still happens. But the Bengals have made a couple of quarterback moves, and none of them are Jameis.
Oh.
The Bengals are signing former Packers quarterback Sean Clifford and veteran quarterback Mike White to their practice squad. So I think Mike White was with Buffalo in this preseason, if I'm not mistaken. He's had some starts with Miami and maybe some other teams as well. Sean Clifford, of course, Penn State quarterback from a couple years ago. So Sean Clifford, Mike White to the practice squad. No Jameis.
Boo. That's disappointing. You know, it's always the cool storylines, the cool things you want to happen never do. I think I tweeted about it last night or X'd it last night, whatever you call it.
X'd it.
What do you call it?
I don't know.
I'd say I still call it Twitter.
I still call it.
Mike White, by the way, has a very soft look to him.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
He kind of balled with the
Weak
Jets
chin?
though for a little while before the Dolphins.
Very
like,
weak chin.
Weak
chin.
Yeah.
Baby cakes.
It's disappointing, but not surprising. Like if you're trading for a guy, you probably want him to come in and start. Like Jake Browning's going to be their starter. He actually played okay last time Burrow went down with an injury. So like I kind of get it.
Yeah, but it's not fun.
Yeah.
No, I get it. It's not fun, but like it
just want it
kind
to be fun.
of does make sense.
We need Jameis Winston back in the spotlight.
Yeah.
As
Jameis
football
to
fans, we
Jamar.
got to have audio of him every single. I mean, can you imagine the audio coming from the Bengals? Thrown to Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. Disaster of an organization. But you got Jameis. That'd at least be exciting. Put fans in the stands, ass in the seats.
Nick Underhill, New Orleans Football when we come back.
Off the bench.
All right. You know, we've been talking about our friends over at Campus Federal Credit Union the last couple of weeks. Been serving Louisiana since 1934. And look, these are people that are local, dependable, and built on the idea of neighbors helping neighbors. So whether you need a new checking account, a lot of different ones to choose from, as we've been telling you the last couple of weeks as well, a low-rate auto loan, or help buying your dream home, Campus Federal has you covered. So with branches in Baton Rouge, New Orleans, and in Shreveport, plus obviously always online. You got mobile banking options there online as well. They make it simple to keep your money local and your life moving. Check them out today at campusfederal.org.
That's right. They've been serving Louisiana for over 85 years with the same focus today as day one, putting members first. So what does that mean? That means lower rates, that means lower fees, and real people right here in the community who actually know your name. So don't settle for big national breaks. Stop by any Campus Federal branch today or visit campusfederal.org.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is taking $22,500 off MSRP on the brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie with $22,500 off MSRP with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Tuesday, September 16th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect mostly sunny skies with a high of 91. In hour 3 of today's show, we'll be joined by Nick Underhill of New Orleans Football to get all of your Saints scoop. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN. And watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone goal.
Live from downtown Baton Rouge, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in OTB, hour number 3 here on this Tuesday morning. It is hour number 3. It is Tuesday, so you know what that means. Nick Underhill, New Orleans Football, joins us now. Nicholas, how you doing? How you living? What's up, sir?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
Strong to quite strong, I'd say. Good football weekend yet again, and I know the New Orleans Saints were not victorious. I know that. But still, I'm saying that the development of this team is going in the right direction, and I think Spencer Rattler played great. So I'm going to be positive here on this Tuesday morning.
Yeah, I agree. I think he played pretty well. I thought it was a step in the right direction. I thought he got better week over week, and I think that's what you want to see from a guy in his second season, and for all intents and purposes, his second start with other viable NFL players on the offense with him, because he didn't have that last year. So, yeah, I thought he played pretty good. I mean, that throw to Olave is one that kind of sticks in your craw a little bit. But other than that, I mean, man, he had 2 throws there that I thought probably, if you made a top 10, 15 list of, throws of the week across the NFL, I mean, I think he has 2 strong candidates to get in there. The throw to Shaheed, definitely. And the one to Juwan, too. I mean, he's got pressure coming at him. doesn't, have a great base set, still gets the ball out. Like it's perfectly placed, the only where his guy can get it. I mean, I thought it was a good performance for him. I'm encouraged. And, honestly, like you start looking at the second-year players around the league at that position, he's certainly not at the bottom of the list of those guys. I mean, I thought he played better than McCarthy. I think, he played better than Penix at least this week. Penix was pretty good week one. Like he's playing well right now. I think he's showing you, what you need to see. At some point he's got to win a game, but I think he's doing pretty well so far.
You brought it up. You brought the throw to Olave up, and we were talking about that a little bit yesterday. If Olave is a true number one receiver in the NFL, they make that catch 9 times out of 10, right? I mean, you see Joe Burrow make post routes in the end zone that are back hip, back shoulder that they catch routinely just because of receiver. A number one receiver has body control. Like you didn't see that from him. What is your analysis of Chris Olave to this point? Because something just looks a little bit off. His routes aren't clean. They don't look crisp, and it looks kind of hard to read from a quarterback. His body angles, his body speed, it just looks like something's a little off. What are you noticing?
Yeah, I'll give you. I mean, he got a hand on it. Like you got to pull it in, but like at the same time, there was 10 yards of space. Like there was a much easier throw to make. So I think you can knock both guys. I put a bigger knock on the quarterback for that throw. Just me. I mean,
for sure.
I didn't play the position you did, so I'll defer to you.
All I'm saying is like number one receivers in the NFL make that catch pretty routinely, right?
Yes.
Mike Evans is coming down with that catch, right?
Yes. Chris comes off to me as a guy that seems a little frustrated right now, to be honest, just reading body language and all that stuff. Like it just seems like maybe everything isn't all the way on the same page at this point right now. I think there's probably ways to get him a little bit more involved and get him into the flow of things maybe earlier in the game. Like they tried there. I mean, so that might be a BS comment to make by me. Yeah, I don't know. Like it just doesn't seem to have like fully clicked into place yet, like all the way around with all their weapons though. Like it's just been, kind of quiet, but it is an offense that's throwing for like 200 yards a game right now. And, I don't know how many opportunities there's supposed to be. He had 5 catches this week for 54 yards or something like that. I know the line was 57.5 and he came in under it. So whatever his number was, but, I think it's just like not quite all the way there yet. And this is probably supposed to be the year where he explodes. I mean, this is it's not a contract year, but I think it's a value building year for him, no doubt about it. I mean, like he's trying to get those numbers back to where they probably should be and could be. And I think if you're him, just kind of in this offense that's a little bit limited or whatever right now, and probably isn't going to be the team that's throwing for 300 yards a week at any point this season. I bet it's probably a little bit, frustrating with what your goals are. But I also know that like every time we talk to him, and this is going on 4 years now, like he's just consistently bringing up like, look, I came from Ohio State. Like I'm not used to losing. Like I think just being in a losing culture probably consistently for all these years too is just something that I legitimately think that bothers him. And there's some guys that, and look, you guys have been in there. Like there's some guys that don't wear the losses the same way as other guys. I think he's someone that like legitimately takes losing very, very hard. And I think that's probably starting to wear on him a little bit too.
Nick, there's a lot of positives. I really do think that you can take from the last couple of games. But what is one thing that just for you hasn't gotten better, you don't see that development, and it's one of the reasons the Saints are 0-2?
Interior blocking, probably.
Yeah,
it just has like McCoy's amazing. There's just a lot of pressure kind of coming through there right now. Caesar had a tough game. They moved Bosa over him, I think 5 times in this game and got, easy wins on those. I mean, that kind of tells you what they're thinking, the opponent, when they're doing that. That's a tough look for you. I don't think that's been good at all. I don't know how it gets better. I don't know if it changes. I don't know what the fix is. But that's a huge issue. And I think that's something that's got to, one way or another, they got to find a way to clean it up. Moore got asked about him yesterday and gave him a vote of confidence. But I'm guessing that's just kind of lip service. That has to be a concern for your team at this point. I mean, the whole build's about having a strong front and letting that be the thing that allows your quarterbacks to kind of, develop and keeps them out of trouble and allows them to make cleaner decisions. And if you're giving up interior pressure, I mean, that's it's in his face immediately. Like that's not conducive for success, and it's counter to the build and what they want to do. So yeah, I mean, I would say that would probably be the top thing. I thought the pass rush result was okay week one. This week it wasn't. That's a little concerning. I want to see what Chase Young does when he gets back. Probably, I would guess this week. That was the timeline when he got hurt. Maybe that fixes it a little bit. But I would say those are the two things. And I think those were the two things probably coming into the season. Quarterback was obviously on that list too, but I think pass rush and that interior protection were probably the two things we talked about most, every Tuesday morning for 6 months coming into the season. I think they're still kind of at the top of that list for me.
You guys are hating on Cesar Ruiz a lot. Like, he graded out in the 30s week one, but low 40s this week. So it's starting to trend. It's trending up. I think by like week 10 or 11, it might be high 40s.
Might be a D.
Might be a D. You never know, guys. So let's be positive. Nick, we knew the roster issues going into the season. We knew that this was not going to be a Super Bowl contending team by any means or any stretch of the imagination, but 2 games in, where are they in comparison to your expectations before the season?
Honestly, I think they're a little ahead. I mean, I came into the season really looking for bright spots, looking for things that you could hang your hat on to look toward future building and all that stuff. I think the quarterback play has been better than I expected it was going to be, at least immediately out of the gate. Now, I think the factor fiction on that is going to come into play over the next 2 weeks. The Seattle defense is they got some players. I think there's some vulnerabilities overall in their defense, but I think the whole's better than the sum of the parts. And the way they use safeties, I think, is going to make things tough. And we'll see how he reads the field. Julian Love's kind of like Kyle Hamilton Jr., can move all over the field, do a lot of different things. Kobe Bryant, their other safety, former corner, moved back there, very rangy player. They rotate those guys a lot and really muddy up the picture. So we'll kind of see how they read the defense, and that could be a game where they get behind early and you got to see the quarterback throw his way back. If it doesn't happen this week, definitely will next week against Buffalo. So I think as that sample size gets larger, we'll start to get a better feel for it. But, I'm encouraged by what we're seeing. And again, I don't know what this means, and by no means is it good enough. You don't want to exist in this range, but I think if you were to rank all the quarterbacks in the NFL right now, Rattler's probably 25th or something like that. He's not in the bottom. Yeah, I don't even know what the number is, but it's encouraging to some degree. I think that's higher than.
I think QBR he was ranked 17 or 18th right now. Then we talked about if Juwan Johnson comes down with that touchdown, if Kenny Nuss, whatever. But if they complete the pass, Olave completes Juwan, we're talking top 10 QBR right now.
I mean, on the right of the edge, yeah.
Now, not 0-2, so it doesn't that's the stat that matters.
I mean, they would have won last week probably if he gets that touchdown to Olave early on. And then they might have won. They might have went for 2-1, and they would have had a chance. If both those passes get caught, they're Mike Greenberg and them are probably leading to get up with Rattler 2 weeks in a row. Hey, just a guy Yeah, so I mean, that's incredibly encouraging. I think just overall, I just feel like they're building something. I think the coaching staff is still obviously growing and learning and getting better, and I don't think that's unique to him. Ben Johnson's getting roasted for decisions in Chicago. I think you just got to go through the stuff and learn and grow. And I think where the Saints are at right now, it's tolerable. If it's a growing year for the roster and a growing year for the coach, I'm fine with that. The results aren't where they need to be. I don't think a lot of stuff is good enough. But and I hate to put it like this because it's so soft and so participation trophy-ish. But I just think this year's about progress, and I feel like we're seeing it right now. But those feelings could come crashing down in 2 weeks, and if they get smoked the next 2 weeks, it'll be interesting to see if if they still have the same ball population and the same effort everywhere. That's going to get tested a little bit. But I think right now, 2 weeks in, it feels like it's on track.
Let me ask you just about the operation of everything from Kellen Moore, first-time head coach, because like it doesn't look like there's a lot of panic on the sideline. Look, there's some situations, and we could talk about some clock management stuff in week number 1, but just with a new coaching staff, with new pieces, and a first-time head coach, like how has that been from maybe your viewpoint, Nick, and also like when you talk to other people around the NFL?
Yeah, I think it's spotty. And one of the things I heard from someone when they first hired him, someone with another team that interviewed Moore, I got a text and it was like, hey, look, this guy's like really smart, but I think it's going to take him a while to figure out how to be a head coach. Like he's going to have to grow into that. And then after week 1, same guy texted me. He's like, remember what I told you? And it's like, yeah, I mean, there's some of this stuff that I think is going to come into play. Like I thought week 1, the pre-snap stuff was awful. I think that was kind of a result of how the camp went. Like I think we talked a few times about how, hey, it's a little weird, shorter days. Like they aren't doing a lot of stuff other than just like straight up team every day. And it's different than anything, I had ever seen. And then they go into week 1 and they have these penalties. But I think, last week the number gets cut in half and the pre-snap stuff was gone. Like that's a step in the right direction. And if he's going to make mistakes and he can correct them in a week, I'm okay seeing mistakes right now. Like if we're seeing mistakes in Thanksgiving and some of the same stuff, I'll be way more concerned. I thought it was a little weird this week, and it might have just been a defense thing. Their field was slippery. The players were talking about it being slippery. You saw people slipping on the field, and like we asked them about it yesterday, and it's like, hey, like what was your involvement in that? And he was like, they mentioned something, but I didn't really worry about it. And like I feel like those little details are things that he's going to have to learn to hey, everything does matter. And it's just weird in my position, like hearing that when for 15 years, like we all became masters on grass types and cleat length and what you do, because like those are the details that Sean Payton was into, like to an exhaustive degree. And it's just like, wow, like this is like it's wildly different. And I think different's okay, but like I think some of that, there's a middle ground that you got to see. But I think he's figuring stuff out. I think it's going the right direction. I think that you see he's obviously like smart. The way, I think he's a really good play caller, really good designer of offense. I think that's apparent. It's just some of the head coaching stuff I think still has to come all the way together. But a guy that's 36-year-old first time in the role, I think you're going to see it. Also, I think we got the answer to the clock management thing
yes, that's
that we were talking about last week. Yeah, so they were in a situation where they were considering calling a timeout, and Phil Galliano, the special teams coach, came over, and they were discussing it, and then the timeout got called. Previously, Darren Rizzi handled kind of some of that game management aspect. So I think that's the answer. I'm going to seek confirmation on Wednesday, but I will have a firm answer for you next week. But I think that's it. Yeah.
I was wondering if you were able to ask the question, because we were talking about it after we interviewed you last week. Like if you get a good question from Kellen Moore, like I was saying, we all get it. We all get that one, right? That one goes on the tally board for everybody.
Yeah. So I held off, like I game planned it, and I held off because it was like he was getting fried for the thing, and it's like I don't want to keep this going on Wednesday, and he's just going to be like, So I was waiting for the smoke to clear a little bit, and like kind of go in there like where it's not, because it's not an aggressive question. Like we've criticized you for it, but yeah, I'm gonna wait till like we get a real answer and not like are you bringing this up again? So like I just want the information. I'm not trying to make an accusation.
Got to read the room. Smart.
That's right.
Oh, man. All right, there he is. Our guy, Nick Underhill, NewOrleans.football. Always good enough to join us here on Tuesday mornings. Nick, we appreciate the time as always, sir. And we'll catch up again next week.
Yeah. Take it easy, guys.
It's impossible to answer. I was going to ask him, if you're the Saints and you had a top 5 pick right now, which position do you go with? But that's kind of impossible knowing who is available in the draft and, injuries and certain contract situations and all of that.
That's a fun hypothetical.
But my whole point in thinking about that question was I would not select or take a quarterback right now.
Me neither.
I wouldn't
either.
I think there's other things that can help you win right now, and
you don't need three young quarterbacks.
Nope, you don't.
Now, if they were
you already have 3. They re-signed Jake Hayner.
That's true. That's so true.
Like, you do not need another quarterback,
not,
or
no.
go look, see where you can find one. Like, go get Jameis back.
Yeah, why not? Go get a number 1 receiver.
Go replace Jake with
go
Jameis.
go get a number 1 dog
Yeah.
at a receiver, because this isn't for me. It's not like I'm going to hate on Chris Olave. I think Chris Olave is a really good football player. I think Chris Olave is going to play a long time in the NFL. Do I think there's more in there? Absolutely, I do. But, and this isn't LSU bias. It's not, I promise you. But when I turn on the TV, or when the TV's on in the studio, and they continue on a loop showing Jamar Chase and Malik Neighbor, like, catches, like Malik Neighbors is going out there, and it's like, it's him or nobody when the ball's in the air. Like, same thing like with Jamar Chase. Like, it's almost like somebody told him he can't catch. And every single time he wants to prove I can catch it no matter where it's at. And I'm going to be uber aggressive, finding a way to come down with the football. I don't care if, a DB's hand is on my face. I'm not going to sit there and get up and, do the whole, where's the flag? No, I'm just going to go catch the ball. I'm not going to worry about anything else. Chris Olave doesn't have that. He doesn't have
not right this second.
No. And so that's what I think you're talking about is that to, if my quarterback gives me a chance for me is 96% me coming down with the football.
What Nick said about it, the potential of the psychology behind maybe his thought process, it kind of resonated with me about how he takes losing a lot harder than he's coming from Ohio State. Like when I went to Green Bay, we were 6-10.
Yeah.
And we lost like the first game of the season. I go in the locker room. I'm pissed. I didn't play. Like, I'm pissed. I'm like, oh, well, this is going to be terrible. Like, everybody's like laughing in the locker room. I'm like, what?
What are y'all doing?
What are y'all doing? We just lost. Nobody talks. Everyone be pissed. It's just different. But some people, like, I can see how being in a losing culture right out of coming up from Ohio State for multiple years, like how that can mentally, if you don't like overcome it. And then if mentally, it's like the psychology is not there, how your performance can start to go down.
I think
I could see that being an issue, but he's got it. Who cares? Like, you got to get over that. You're a pro. You're supposed to be a number 1. You have to be better. Yeah, Spencer's got to make that throw better. Got to.
Yeah.
But he's a young quarterback. Like, you got to make the play.
Yeah. Again, Malik Neighbors is making that catch. Jamar Chase is making that catch. CeeDee Lamb probably is making that catch.
I'm not saying he's number 1. Brandon Cooks is making that catch in that game.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen him make that catch 50 times.
Yeah. Nick just didn't want to give any.
But Nick is right. Nick is right. Spencer, like, that is, you get a negative grade, Spencer. Absolutely. Nick is 100% right.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, and that's just one example. That's one example. But the way he's running his routes, it doesn't seem mentally or spiritually, whatever you want to say it just hadn't come together for him. And what Nick said kind of resonated with me. Like, if he is so mentally beat down from being part of a losing franchise, that can, and if you don't take losing well,
right,
and if you're not used to it and you're not handling it the right way from a psyche standpoint, I can see how that could translate into how he's playing.
All right, we'll step away, and when we come back, let's get into a little OTB mailbag. But before we take this break, so I'm going to give you some time for OTB mailbag questions. Your season, your shot. The NFL season, it's rolling. Every touchdown can bring you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the National Football League. From first touchdown score to anytime touchdown props or the thrill of live in-game betting, every snap is loaded with opportunity. So, new customers, this one right now, it is for you. Bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly, plus score over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Baton Rouge. That's promo code Baton Rouge. You get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5. Plus, again, over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV in partnership with DraftKings. The crown, it's yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER, 21 plus, physically present in Louisiana. Select parishes only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Licensing part of Golden Nugget Lake Charles. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only, and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday Ticket terms at youtube.com/go/ NFL Sunday Ticket /terms. Limited time offer. It's not going to be there forever.
OTB Mailbag when we come back here on, well, you guessed it, OTB.
Off the bench.
Slash. You get more angry with every slash.
Sports.
BoudreauxElectrical.com. That is the website to go ahead and get that free Generac quote, because it is not too late. Sure, we've had some activity already in the Gulf of America, but it's okay. It is not too late. Over 80 generators right now in stock, ready to go. And it's going to be a quick process. You're going to have them come out. They're going to slab it, install it, and you are ready with the ultimate peace of mind. On the North Shore, 985-397-1562. In the greater Baton Rouge area, 225-300-9389.
If you want peace of mind at your house, if you want to protect your home, protect your things, make your life a little bit more comfortable in times when it's just bad weather, and sometimes it's not even bad weather. Things just happen and the power goes out. Get that peace of mind with Boudreaux's Electrical. Go right there. There's a big red button on their homepage to request a free Generac quote. They can size it perfectly to do your whole house. So be the envy of the neighborhood. Keep the lights on. Boudreaux'Electrical.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even JB could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of JB Falgu.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
Under blue moon I saw you, so soon you'll take me up in your arms, too late to beg you or cancel it, though I know
All right, welcome back in, OTB. I want to remind you about our friends over at Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness, yourgoodwood.com. You can schedule your appointment on the website, get that consultation going. You can give them a call. You can go see them Monday through Friday right there on Drusilla in Baton Rouge. If you have a problem, they'll solve it. Rob Van Winkle said that, but also Goodwood.
What kind of problem?
Any problem that you have?
Man problem?
Man problems. Full list of services that they offer right there on the homepage. Yourgoodwood.com. Yourgoodwood.com. All right, let's get to a little OTB mailbag.
I have this special delivery for the bench. And look, it is marked most urgent.
We'll be writing to you.
The internet. What the is the internet?
All right, hashtag OTB mailbag. Do y'all think Nuss should rest this weekend to get better for the gauntlet?
I'm actually going to say no. I don't think your offense is good enough. I think you got to find some sort of rhythm. Okay. How about you get into a rhythm, score 35 in the first half, then sit him the rest of the game?
All
That'd
right.
be nice.
All right. Matthew?
If his injury, I'm going to say injury lightly, if his ailment, whatever's hurting him, if it is affecting the game plan, then yes, sit him.
Alantara?
Which we laid that out a little bit earlier. It might be.
Maybe feels like a hot take, but I think sit him. I mean, you got Ole Miss the next weekend, so at Ole Miss. And again, we go back to this quite a bit, but like, is he injured or is he hurt? You know, and if he's
Joey Hester.
Yeah, if he's injured,
Hey,
then
you injured, you hurt.
let him rest up against Southeastern.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
then to go face Ole Miss in Oxford the next weekend, like you got a fully rested Nuss. So I mean, I would like to sit him.
Yeah, if he's got an injury that time can heal, rest can heal. Look, I'm a meathead. Let me go out there and play, but we need you.
Mm-hmm.
And you do have a quarterback, a backup situation with someone who has 8 SEC starts and played pretty well last year. So you're not putting your team in a deficiency.
Yeah. And it does seem like, based on us like charting the passes earlier in the show, that it could be affecting the game plan. But it also gives a little credence to the message that Brian Kelly's been preaching about the Florida game. We played the game to win.
Yeah.
It looked differently.
Yeah.
And that's how we, like, when he first said it, I was like, yeah, I don't know. That's probably just coach speak for, like, we didn't play good on offense. But, like, if the game plan is set up to where it's dink and dunk, let's try to control the clock. Let's game plan differently because we have a good defense.
And
I don't know. Like, you got to read the tea leaves a little bit here.
Your defense is going to keep you in every single game, and if Michael Van Buren can't go out there and put points up against Southeastern,
I think that's troublesome.
I don't know.
You should absolutely be able to go out there with him and throttle.
Oh yeah,
Southeastern.
that's not my concern. That's not why I said
I know what you're saying, but
I'm legitimately worried
But to
about
Matt's
the offense.
point, I think you said this earlier. That still puts him going through a
It
full
does.
week of practice.
It does.
That still puts him going through
It's
pregame
like
warm up.
getting
That still
him
puts him going through game situations.
Yeah.
And so, like, at that point, he's played.
It
If
does.
it's 35-0, he still played.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's really got an element, again, that rest can help with.
Yeah.
Now, if it can't,
Right. I mean, I don't
Hell,
know.
you might as well go out there.
I don't know enough about the injury to know
Yeah, right.
if, like,
Nobody does.
sitting him, right. But, like, I don't know if sitting him for a week is going to do anything for him. But, I mean, I don't know.
But you,
From the information that I have, I think,
I'm
in
with
my
you.
opinion, sit him this weekend. And
Well, I mean,
almost half your throws are.
we know science here.
Yeah, we do. Over half
do.
your throws this season have been less than 5 yards down the field of
Yeah.
air travel.
Yep.
You're talking
34 yards is
and-
basically your longest attempt.
right, and your explanation.
Because I
which
don't
is a
remember
good-
the other one, so I'm thinking that's false.
for the Florida game. We thought it was lip service saying that, like, we played the game to win. We knew we had a good defense. We just wanted to control the clock, not turn it over, make a big mistake. That's coach speak for saying, like, I don't have a good offense. That is not the case because we've seen these people play really good offense. So
I mean, you got Aaron Anderson and Xavier Thomas out there, and you're
Barry
trying to
Brown.
say, right, Barry
Yeah.
and Brown is fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
I mean,
And we're throwing the ball 50% of the time.
Right.
And I know
5 yards
Chris
or
Hilton's
shorter.
mad about his targets right now, but like,
I think
what's
his
his
dad is.
Right.
His
that's
dad?
it. Well, that's
what's the thing that he does?
That's
it's
his
go.
role.
Where right now, if you can't, go,
right?
Like if you're limited in that,
So I think we charted, I think only 3 passes. It's very few passes, a handful that have gone over 30 yards and even fewer over 35. The average go ball, which is just a wide receiver near the sideline, his outside receiver running a go route. The average completed pass is between 38 and 42 yards down the field on a go route. That's a 5-step drop timing, 1 hitch, let it rip. We always charted it. Your completions on a go route, 38 to 42 yards down the field. There's less than a handful of balls that have even traveled even close to that far this year.
Longest completion through the air this year, not catch and run, but through the air.
Yeah.
24 yards.
Oof.
Well, if you want to mention
That's from a gunslinger, too.
Yeah, it's from somebody that can make
3.
every throw.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You said there were 3 that went over 30 yards.
Yeah.
You go back and look at the charts, 2 incompletions and an interception.
Yep.
Those were the
And the one that went
3.
over 35 yards, I believe, air, was, like I said, 5 to 10 yards behind the receiver.
And that was the pick.
Right. And just a standard fast head drop and a hitch, a go route is completed between 38 and 42 yards if it's executed properly.
How do you know? Whatever. Think like you've thrown those before?
Laser rocket arm.
Hell, I think you've thrown me a pass longer than 34 yards.
They were like,
in a
oh,
game.
well, I don't know about Flynn's draft status. He can't throw it 75 yards. I can throw it 70, but I don't need to. All right, relax,
How many times
guys.
you doing that realistically?
All right.
Yeah.
Hashtag OTB mailbag. Is there anything you want to see from the offense this weekend?
game.
Points.
Fullback.
Got points.
I want
to see 3 things in the running game. I want to see running backs be decisive in their cuts, make a decision, and go. I want to see linemen not try to be perfect and climb up to the second level and with bad intentions. And by God, I want to see a fullback again. Those 3 things are what I want to see.
I'll go a little easier than that. I want to see somebody other than Caden Durham get like a decent workload. Like I understand you've worked Harlem Berry into it a little bit. We still haven't seen Caleb Jackson at all, and there's probably reasons behind that. You've seen Juwan a little bit, but like it's kind of been Caden Durham and then Xavier Thomas.
I was
It's
about to
kinda
say,
been your
they use
second guy.
Xavier a lot for it, too.
You got to earn the right to
use him a
get
little.
carries, too.
Yeah, you do. But against Southeastern, like if you want to see what you got, that's the
And
game.
Jawan was doing that, and they fumbled. You want to get
Yeah, I mean, that was
you want to
an
get next
8-yard
to Frank Wilson real quick? Fumble.
That was an 8-yard carry that he
That was
fumbled.
great,
Like,
yeah. I mean, he put his foot in the ground a couple times the other night, but he fumbled. So we all know how that goes. I'd love to see, Harlem Berry in this game. Absolutely, for sure. But again, carries are earned. And when people are like, why is this guy not getting the ball? Look at the stats and kind of look at the production or the lack of production. They certainly need somebody to step up outside of Caden Durham. Hashtag OTB mailbag. Is the pontoon parlay going to get back on track this week, or was it a one and done for maximum effort sort of thing? Whoa, Ricky.
Wow,
Come
shots
on.
fired.
Whoa.
Man. Come on, man.
When have you hit a parlay
Whoa,
weeks in
Rick.
a row?
Yeah, bud. I think technically we're 50%. We're 6-6. We have a lot of real good tries out there.
A lot of good tries.
A lot of good tries. This week we're hitting though 4-0.
From the LSU Monster here. What if Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, Tyrann Mathieu, Patrick Peterson, OBJ, and Devin White got into a fist fight? Who would come out on top? I'm going Honey Badger. Any fight situation, Honey Badger.
Yeah, Devin White would be tough to beat too.
We talking? Is this street fight?
Yeah.
Are we like street rules or in a ring?
Yeah, street fight.
Street fight.
Honey Badger.
Honey Badger.
Yeah.
All right. Like if we're in a ring, size matters.
Right,
Devin White's coming out on top. Like Jimbo Fisher used to say it. Like big guy's always going to win. Like if you're little, you better be special. Like Joe Burrow, you can have all the toughness in the world, but at some point, size and just strength matters.
Hashtag OTB mailbag. Would any of the OTB crew agree to tandem parachute into Tiger Stadium before kickoff to deliver the
Feet on
game
the
ball?
ground, bud.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do it.
No.
Do I have to do anything other than being strapped to somebody else that knows what they're doing?
No.
Yeah, it's fine. Just close my eyes, wake me up when we hit the ground.
It's one of those things that's not on my bucket list at all. Like why?
Nope.
No.
No need.
No need
It's a
to do
no
it.
from me, dog.
Yep.
God made this
We ain't even
beautiful
started the
earth.
conversation.
No.
God made this beautiful earth. I'm gonna keep my feet on it.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't even like getting on planes.
I don't like getting
I
on
don't
the
love
planes.
it.
I definitely don't want to voluntarily get off a plane.
Yeah,
That's
don't
doors
say,
open.
Like
hey,
from a
let
parachute,
me
no
jump
thank
out of this plane. I'm
Nope.
sure it's a great thrill.
And I'm sure
I think I would pass away midair.
Yeah,
Like just
just
from a
pass
heart
away.
attack.
You're just
Not even
done.
pass out, just pass away.
I would pass away midair.
Yeah, and that guy that's in charge of your life that
Yeah.
pulls it, you don't know what he's going
I
through.
don't know.
You don't
Yeah.
know.
You don't know his
You
trials
don't know
and
if his wife's
tribulations.
stepping out on him.
Yeah.
That's
What if
true.
he's going through something halfway down, he decides he's not pulling the cord?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Great
exactly.
point.
Y'all seen Breaking Bad when that air traffic controller, he's having this like bad situation at home, bad stuff happening, and he just boom, 2 planes.
You're right. I'm not
It's
doing
just-
it anymore.
Yeah. You don't know.
I'm out.
Could be a crackhead.
My dad used to always say, "Why jump out of a perfectly good airplane?"
Exactly.
All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here on the 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
Go for dose today, tomorrow, Saturday, any day, really. It's a great time. Now, Saturday tailgating situations like the peak time. And I was walking around campus. I told y'all this yesterday, walking around past tailgates and got called, hey, say
what?
Dos Equis. And I was proud that they stopped me and showed me the Dos Equis. Now, this patron only had one, not two. Personal choice, I guess. But you can always go for Dos. Okay?
To each their own.
To each their own. But I am proud that he stopped me and let me know that he was enjoying that ice-cold Dos Equis. You should as well. It is a part of game day. Get your tent, get your TV, get your generator, and get your Dos Equis.
That's right. Stay thirsty, my friends. Go for Dos. Get that delicious ice cold Mexican lager with either the green can with 2 X's on it or the green glass bottle. That's my favorite. Whatever it is, cut you a lime and enjoy. Go for Dos. Drink responsibly.
When it comes to pipe fabrication, time is money. And at River Parish Contractors, we make every second count. Our 36,000 square foot shop is ready to take on your projects right now. With experienced welders, precise fittings, and fast turnarounds you can trust. Whether it's a single custom spool or a full-scale run, we have the capacity and the skill to keep your job on schedule. Call us or visit rpcontractors.com for your quote. That's rpcontractors.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking.
I'll always be there. And when you're in doubt,
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
I did not come in today expecting, an 80s vibe, but it's made this Tuesday bearable. And Tuesdays are typically unbearable.
This has been a nice little Tuesday.
It's been a nice little Tuesday.
It's been good energy.
Yeah.
Like
I don't hate this Tuesday.
I hadn't been sleepy at all.
I know.
And
Last
That's
Tuesday?
DJ Alondra over there.
Yeah, shout out DJ Alondra.
Let's go.
I need like a air horn. Yeah.
Somebody asked. In the fog machine.
If we had a fog machine in here, that'd be badass.
Great.
Every
awesome.
intro, I would just.
Yeah.
Wait, somebody asked you what?
Somebody asked if we should do 80s Tuesdays going on.
Should we?
I mean,
I actually like that we have themes.
I do too.
Should we do them for every day?
But we also reserve the right to change just on a whim.
Yeah.
Or we can have I guess Thursday, since now R&Bs are on Wednesday. Like
This is a
Thursday can be a wild and out, like whatever.
Yeah.
Tuesday 80s, Wednesday R&B,
We can
Friday
ditch.
funk.
We can ditch Funky Friday too.
I was gonna say, I think I'm gonna make the executive decision.
Maybe just 1 hour.
Well, it's not that.
I think the closer song's good.
It's not the music.
Well, yeah.
It's the fact that we're playing it because of you.
Yeah, I can't
And on
hear it.
Friday, me and Alondra noticed you never have your headset on. So
I know. I hear some of it. I
Well,
definitely
I'm
hear
also
Slam
just,
Dunk
like,
the funk.
I told you that I went down a rabbit hole. Was it last Friday? Because I was running out of funk songs, and I'm not. I obviously know.
You're not that funky?
I know the hits. I'm not that funky though. So I went on down a rabbit hole. Started with James Brown, the King, and I've got some. But I think it's something we gotta just retire.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you.
All right, we got some more film to watch.
We do. Okay, so this is a great job by Matt pulling up this play. I come back in. We were talking about it. And it shows you, I don't want to say how perfect you have to be, but kind of you do.
Yep.
It's a perfect example of like all 11 guys working in unison. I don't think there's any more part of football that plays than the run game. And how close you can be. How close you can be.
So we are in 11 personnel here. So what they're trying to do, they line up with Bauer out wide. And it's really, line a tight end out wide or running back to see if you can get a man zone read early. So look, check it out. We line him up outside. We got a linebacker outside. Okay. What do you know? What do you think that is?
Man, I'm going to say that's man coverage.
That's going to be man coverage. You got a linebacker on a tight end. He's motioning in with it. So we all know it's man-to-man at this point, right? Even the receivers should know it's man-to-man. Everybody should be cued in on their pre-snap keys, okay?
Yeah.
So what we're doing here, Jake and I were just trying to decipher what this play. This is a stretch to the right. A stretch means there's an inside zone, there's an outside zone, and then there's a stretch play, which is like way outside zone. You're stretching the defense, trying to get outside.
Now, and it's still like a zone concept because you can hit it in multiple different places. It's not like a gap scheme where it's A gap or B gap. But this is with the footwork that I see from Caden Durham and the blocking and kind of the footsteps that they're taking, this is a stretch. And
the stretch play, you can see the right tackle and the tight end. They're stretching out to that guy. They're going to try to hook him. A tackle's never going to look great and powerful on a stretch, but it's your job to hook him. And he got him hooked right there. The tight end, make sure he pushes him down in there so he can't hook him, gets to the second level.
That's a great job by Bauer Sharp.
The center, I was critical to the center when I first saw this because I thought it was outside zone.
Yeah.
And which, if it was just a regular zone play, you would see the center work straight up to 29. 59, 56 doing a good job. 75 does a good job. 10 does a good job. Everything is good for an outside stretch to bounce outside, except for one critical mistake that the offense did. It's man-to-man. You have a receiver in what is called a nasty split, which is a tightened down split from an outside receiver. It's in man-to-man. In a man-to-man rule, run your guy off.
Because he's not worried about the run.
He's not worried about the run at all.
He's got his eyes on you.
So watch what happens. We decide to go take the safety, and we leave our guy, and it flashes color for Caden Durham. You can see Caden is running to the outside and does not stop until that corner down here, you point at it.
Right here.
It flashes blue.
Yeah. And as soon as he sees free blue because he decides to go to safety. Now, I still, honestly, I'd like to see Caden Durham go one-on-one with a corner. I still like Caden Durham in that matchup. But for him, he sees what now is an unblocked guy, where if the receiver just right now, just outside release and just goes down the field, that just corner is in his hip and he's following him the entire way, and you have that corner, you're on the 20-yard line, you're at the numbers, and it is you one-on-one with a safety.
Yep.
And I like Caden Durham in that matchup because there's a lot of space. Just simply by a receiver taking an outside release and running him off in man coverage.
And watch the stripe of his helmet. You can always tell where they're looking by the stripe on a helmet. We always look at quarterbacks. Where are you looking with the ball? Because I can see your stripe. Watch Caden Durham's stripe. He's looking outside of Bowersharp over here. I'm going to slow motion it for you.
Where he wants to hit it.
Looking at where he wants to hit it. Outside, and then he turns. Boom.
And if he doesn't see that color flash, man, he is hitting the sideline. And look, he is one move away from making the safety miss and hitting his head on the goalpost on the other side in the south end zone.
And for a stretch play, there is no other reason in the world to line your tight end out to get a man zone read than to tell that receiver his responsibility. You either run your guy off in man, or if it's zone, come off and block him. You get the most threatening guy, the corner or the safety. Who's the biggest threat?
Yeah, that safety's playing so far back. That's me. That's my guy. I'm the running back. You can't block everybody. All right, they got one more than you because of the quarterback. Okay, so I've got to make him miss. That's on me. Like certainly when he's coming from depth right there. So leave that guy for me.
So guess
what?
If
I can't make him miss, they'll get somebody else in there that can.
Week 3, those are the little things that you watch on film and you clean up. Those are the things that you do clean up walkthroughs afterwards to clean that stuff up. That's why teams get better, because the little things get a little bit better every single week.
I know we got to take a break. Easy, I'm not saying it's a bad read from Caden. Actually, like the color flashing right now, that's what it kind of tells you to do, is try to go find something back inside, because, again, on the stretch, you can hit it on multiple places. I'm just saying, like, he could have tried to press it and maybe make that guy miss. Now, he also could have got tackled for no gain right there on the line of scrimmage, but if the receiver just runs that guy off.
But that's what we're talking about. Like, you want to engage, you want to clean up the little things, because a running back, things are happening at like a fractions of a split second, right? So when you see color flash, that's what makes you go.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll do it now. More OTB when we come back.
Off the bench.
All right, go to trashrangers.com, trashrangers.com. Sign up for residential or commercial service right there on the website. Hell, you can do it for both, actually. Who am I to say you can't have both? At your house and your business. You can do that. Roll-off dumpsters, they got 3 different sizes to choose from. Make sure you have the right size. Tell them what you got going on, your project at your home or your business. And they're going to say, okay, well, here's the size you need. And if you told them bad information, guess what? They'll come empty that thing and bring it right back to you. It's the kind of service you get every single time with Trash Rangers.
That's right. Residential trash cans, trash pickup, commercial dumpsters. And you need 1 pickup, 2 pickup, 3 pickup, 5 pickups a week. It doesn't matter. They can handle any trash need. No, they also do porta potties. So if you got an event, if you got a construction site, if you're in need of that portable restroom for your crew, whatever it is, they can handle it. Anything that has to do with trash. How about texting you the night before to remind you to take that trash out? I forgot last week. Wasn't good. My bad. Tell me, trashrangers.com.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
At Luba Workers' Comp, our journey began over 30 years ago with a simple belief. Our clients come first.
At Luba, our business has always been focused on people, not policies.
Through every success and challenge, we've continued to grow because we've stayed true to our values, committed to providing you with genuine dependability.
Because your well-being is more than a priority. It's our purpose.
Breck teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. Breck, your #1 park system in the nation.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile bank.
From players to legends, Hester and Flynn break down LSU football like only champions can.
All right, welcome back. Yeah, go to GCOPnet.com, GCOPnet.com, Gulf Coast Office Products, Saints, the Pelicans, the Raging Cajuns, and, of course, your Tigers. That is who they trust. You'll trust them as well because they're going to get it done every single time, GCOPnet.com.
That's a short seg.
Sorry, we got the film.
That's all. That's all right. Time management, clock management.
It's okay. We
Les
love you.
Miles
And we
of
did
Local
it
Sports
extended
Radio.
off the bench, which is basically Ask the Bench. So
pretty much the same thing.
No, it's not. Completely different. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Later.
Off the bench.
All right, go to Rouses.com. Rouses.com is the website. And Alondra was telling me about something pretty cool about Alondra. I'm going to throw it back to you here about the spread and Rouses and the promotion they got going on.
Yeah, Rouses wants to cover your spread. So if you want your tailgate covered by Rouses, you can go to our website, 1045ESPN.com. And register for your chance to win a $250 gift card from Rouses. We're going to be giving one away every single week to cover your spread.
That's pretty awesome. Great deals and local, as Rouses always is. And we're going to be there every single Friday during the football season. So go get ready for game day at Rouses and Rouses.com.
That's right. Go see them in your local market. Rouses right there. We all know you got to go shopping. You got to get ready for the game. You got to get ready for the week every single day. Make sure you go to someone that cares about Louisiana, puts back into the state right there. Rouses. Rouses.com.
Businesses like yours are the soul of our community. You deserve someone who'll deliver the internet services you deserve. That's why local businesses rely on Rev Business, 90 years of building connections. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Sunshine, we know what you see when you look at your land. Where others may see dirt, you see the foundation you've built your life on. It's hallowed ground. It's past, present, and future. We're proud to provide quality John Deere equipment to help you maintain the land you love. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by sunshine at sunequip.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool.